It's Homecoming 2019 on the campus of Liberty University. So glad you've joined us inside the gates of Williams Stadium as today the Liberty Flames host the Maine Black Bears. Brent McGibbon alongside Des Rice and Matt Kamari. And guys, it's game number 500 in Liberty program history. And as we said, it's homecoming today. Is this just another game on the field for the players? Because you know the fans coming in here, all the alumni are just coming in, getting in their seats. They're seeing familiar faces. They're getting emotional. But what is it like for the players?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's great to connect with people, but in my opinion, it's business as usual.
Okay.
You've got great mojo going on right now, just coming off your bye week. You got to take care of business on the field. You know, Des, you remember those times. You come back, you see some of the guys who you played with. It's exciting. Just go on the field and play football, though.
I don't know what this guy's talking about.
Okay.
I mean, homecoming is a special time.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, the alumni are coming back. You're
Right.
seeing some old teammates that, you know, maybe help groom you to get you where you are today. You want to play well for them. You want to play well for your fans. It's a huge, I mean, there's parades out here, for goodness sake. You want to play well on homecoming, and it's a big game for the Flames here today.
Des, you crying? Matt, you said he cried sometimes, but it looks like there's a couple of tears coming out there.
Special day, all right?
Nice to know that you're sentimental. Well, let's take a look at our impact players for today's game. And Ernest Edwards, an electrifying talent for Maine.
Big Earn. This dude is great. He's explosive. He's a do-everything guy. Leads the Black Bears in all-purpose yards with 866. He has great vision on kickoff returns, as he had two touchdowns in the last game. But he also has great body control and breakaway speed when he's playing the receiver position. He could have a big game and if he can create an opportunity himself, he's going to have a big game.
And Des for the Flames, Ralph Rusins on the defensive line. And really, this guy's been amazing. The Latvian locomotive, you could say, the way he charges in there.
Yeah, definitely right. He has a big motor. He really gets after it. I mean, he's got 24 tackles on the season, but he is so disruptive, and he does a lot more than just getting, 24 tackles. He creates a lot of havoc on the defensive line. I expect for him to give the Black Bears a fit today on defense.
I've been most impressed with just his sheer strength, the fact that he's handling an O-lineman with one hand and then just reaching out and grabbing the running back with the other, saying, "Where are you going, son? Nowhere today." Oh, wait, we talked about Edwards and just how much of a talent he is, but let's talk about his best friend from age 6 in Rochester, New York. He was playing alongside of Joshua Mack, currently on the Flames, transferred from Maine in 2017, and you have to believe Josh Mack is coming into this game. He's saying, "Hey, those are all my friends over there on the far sideline. We are going to war today. I'm going to show you how good I am now."
Yeah, Josh Mack is a very good running back. As an offensive lineman, I love a guy who runs like Josh Mack. Patient, lets you set up the blocks, and it gets downhill. As you know, you got to run north and south. Josh Mack lets those blocks set up, and then he hits the hole, and he's good to go.
Yeah, and like you spoke about earlier, it's a lot of fun to be able to play against your former team, be able to play against guys that you're friends with. I think that's going to hype Josh Mack up quite a bit today. Expect him to have a good game.
It's going to be a lot of fun today. Once again, it's the Flames and the Black Bears. Matt Warner, Joe Yock with the call when we return.
Propane easy and makes more time for what matters. Without the app,
Hi, I'd like to order some propane, please.
with the app,
Hi.
sign up for autofill or autopay and manage your account with our Foster Fuels app. Just one more way we're providing exceptional customer service.
Carter Bank & Trust has supported Liberty University for over 3 decades. When many were skeptical of Liberty's vision, our founder, Worth Harris Carter Jr., understood the vision and saw its potential. His instincts were correct. Liberty University has become a regional economic engine. We continue Mr. Carter's legacy by working with determined visionaries to transform potentials into realities every day. As with Liberty University, Carter Bank & Trust is proud of the past, focused on the future.
in my mind, we're beginning season 2. Our kids hear me talk about that. I always segment the season into 3 different categories, and this is season 2 for us. And we're 0-0 and got a 4-game stretch.
The Flames celebrate the start of the so-called season number 2. They also celebrate homecoming on the mountain today as folks from far and wide make their way to Lynchburg, Virginia to watch the Flames take on the Black Bears of Maine. And with that, we welcome you up into the booth here at Williams Stadium alongside former North Carolina and CFL wide receiver Joe Yock. I'm Matt Warner, and Joe, Liberty has won 4 straight. That's great news for them, but they've done so really without their offense hitting its stride so far this season. They hope to get back on track today, but they're playing a defense in Maine that is maybe a little underrated and certainly has a lot of potential.
Yeah, no question whatsoever, Matt. You're talking about a defensive secondary that is 7th in the FCS in defending the pass, yet they have no interceptions. They've caused 14 fumbles, but have only recovered 1 of those. If those tendencies have a way of turning themselves the other direction, and if they're able to turn the football over today and get Liberty, they have an opportunity in this football game. Could be a fun one here at Williams Stadium this evening.
The Flames won the toss, elected to receive. Coming off their bye week, Shadro Lewis back. Dangerous true freshman awaiting the kick. Brian Cooey set to kick it away. And we are underway in Lynchburg. Returnable kick. Lewis takes it at the 3, angling to the far side, cuts it up, drops it, drops the ball as well, and fortunate to fall back on top of it there at the 22.
Yeah, talked about turnovers right out of the gate. The Liberty fumbles the football, and yet Maine's not there to get on top of it. So just...
Yeah, Joshua Huffman delivering the hit there. As you take a look at Stephen Buckshot Calvert, Flames senior quarterback, record holder for touchdown passes. Touchdowns are great. What the Flames have been more impressed with this year have been the interceptions or lack thereof. Hasn't thrown one during the 4-game win streak.
Yeah, big difference from last year. Buckshot is taking care of the football.
Frankie Hickson. Calvert climbs in the pocket, slings one far sideline for his favorite target. Gandy Golden makes the snag and is quickly wrapped up and taken down there. Gandy Golden 25 yards away from becoming the #1 receiver in Flames history in terms of receiving yards, and he's closing in even more on that mark now with that snag.
Yeah, Flames going fast right there. What a great throw by Buckshot. And against a cover 2 look, he puts it what they refer to as the honey hole.
So first down. Calvert again looking to throw, fires near side. The AGG to grab again, and that is going to do it. He now moves atop the Flames record books, most receiving yards in program history. As you take a look at that Flames offense.
Yeah, take a look across the board at that offense. Frankie Hickson, fantastic running back, and then AGG, the leader of the group.
They're going to sling it again. Calvert pointing, directing traffic, firing, hitting Stubbs, keeps his feet at the 20 and down inside the 15. So a week off, and this Flames offense has it all dialed up right now.
Yeah, they're rolling wide variety of plays. Throw the ball to the outside AG, come back over the middle, get a seam right down the pipe, and then bring Stubbs in on the dig route.
And they are going with some tempo. Again, going to throw it up for grabs. Corner, jump ball, and it is caught. Touchdown Flames. Noah Fritz snagged it out of the sky.
Woo. Noah Fritz goes straight up and gets the ball. That's what you call getting off to an explosive start for the Liberty Flames. Strike up the band. Nice grab by Noah.
The 6'4" redshirt freshman missed much of the early season with a leg injury, but has come back and given them another weapon on the outside. Here's a look working against Shaquille St. Lot.
Yeah, you look, good release right there. Buckshot puts it high over the top. Noah uses his height to go high point the ball. Big time play.
St. Lot starting in place of Manny Patterson as the extra point is up and through. Patterson, preseason All-American, out the first half of this ball game after a targeting penalty in their last game against Richmond. So he's out for the first half. The Flames take advantage. And boy, this homecoming crowd has something to cheer about early as Liberty's jumping out in front.
Yeah, you look at the replay here. Buckshot knows exactly where he's going with the football. It's a tough play. Not bad defense right there, but just a tough play to defend when you have a tall receiver and a ball that's thrown in the right spot. And good first drive by Liberty. Outside passes, digs, quick touchdowns, high tempo. So off to a fantastic start after the bye week.
4 plays, 80 yards in a minute 19. Also, as we mentioned in that drive, Antonio Gandy-Golden, 35 yards receiving. Passes Darren Peterson now for most receiving yards all time in Flames history, to go along with most touchdown receptions in Flames history.
Yeah, this is a situation where the Bears, they come out, get explosive, quick plays and touchdowns scored on them. They got to be able to put it behind them, regroup, bring their young quarterback out and try to establish a drive right here.
Well, one way they could respond is by letting this guy get his hands on it. It's returning. Ernest Edwards, one of the most electric return men in the nation. Surprisingly, he'll just signal for the fair catch there, and they'll take it at the 25. You talk about the young quarterback. Chris Ferguson is the junior quarterback. Really impressive kid for Maine, but injured his ankle in their ball game against Richmond last week. He is out today in a boot, not dressed. You see him right there in the middle. So he is out of this game. 46 career touchdowns standing on the sideline. In his place, a true freshman, Joey Fagnano, getting the start. Came in late against Richmond, showed some good signs. But again, you're going now with a kid who is unproven at this level, coming into a hostile environment, trying to score an upset on the road.
Yeah, don't think that this young man can't play, though. He is a big body, tall,
There you go, a little trickery right out of the gate. Now they try to reverse it back. In some trouble, Ernest Edwards trying to throw it back, and it's caught. Somehow, some way, they make something positive out of that mess as Jaquan Blair snags it.
Matt, we ran that play in 1984 in my backyard.
Is that?
Yeah,
I think you're
we've
right.
done it a few times, I think. That was incredible.
Well, Ernest Edwards has 2 completions this year, both for touchdowns. That one didn't go the distance, but his completion percentage still sparkling.
I mean, just a fantastic play by Ernest Edwards to be able to scramble and just stay alive right there and be able to find somebody for a first down.
Fagnano going to keep it, and they said this is something you may see more with him, certainly, than you did with Ferguson under center. Fagnano has the ability to run a little bit. 6'3", 220 out of Williamsport, Pennsylvania. So picks up 5 yards on first down. Joe Fitzpatrick, the running back, in there now, standing to Fagnano's right. They bring Miller in motion. They're going to sling it to him out wide now. Hit, bounces off the tackler, stays on his feet, and he'll be about a yard shy of the first down. Jimmy Fox had the initial shot on him, but couldn't wrap him up.
You know, that's the one thing Liberty's done a good job of, is tackling. We're able to get the tackle on that. Take a look at Chris Ferguson right there. That's a guy, that is an NFL type of body right there. He's big, he's strong, he sits in the pocket, he throws the ball very well. So it's sad. I know he has some Liberty ties here. It's sad to not be able to see him on the field today.
Big third down now, 3rd and 1. Fitzpatrick, the lone back. Now they look to the sideline, 10 on the play clock. Freshman getting the play signaled in, play clock down to 3. Get it off, quick hitter up the middle, and it's going to be close.
I'm going to have to make my first call here, Matt, or no? Let's take a look. Yeah,
they're going to give it to him. Move the chains.
Yeah.
Big first downs again. This team trying to answer. 4-play drive for Liberty on their first offensive possession to go on top. Now, if you're Maine, you don't need a quick strike like Liberty's had. You just grind it out, slow this game down a little bit, see if you can take the crowd out of it. And they've got a couple of first downs so far in this possession.
They were trying for the quick strike on that first play.
That's true. That's true.
They had a plan.
RPO look. Fagnano slinging, hits his receiver in stride for another nice pickup. That's Devin Young. So Fagnano looking awfully comfortable back there, and he's gotten time to sit in the pocket here early on as well.
Yeah, I think it's very important for Maine to protect their quarterback. You look at that right there, what Liberty's philosophy is. They have a young quarterback in, so they played man-to-man on the outside, and Maine Bears receiver was able to win that one-on-one battle.
Flames showing pressure, movement. Liberty looked like they were bringing a blitz off the edge, and then Jaquan Blair jumped, and they're going to flag him.
False start, offense, number 11. 5-yard penalty, first down.
So that'll back them up as we take a look at this Maine offense, averaging just over 25 points per game.
Yeah, you look at this Maine offense. Everybody gives quarterbacks and receivers all the credit. This is an offensive line that is big, but yet they're lean. These are some grass-fed cattle right here. This is what they refer to as a ballet of beef.
Who refers to them as that?
I do.
Okay. First and 15, the handoff coming near side. Nice gain as a flag comes in. Fitzpatrick on the carry. And we'll take a look at that Liberty defense while we sort out the penalty. A Liberty defense that's really been the story of the season so far for Flames, giving up just 21 points a contest.
Yeah, Liberty defense has really made great improvements over the 2018 season, led by Jesse Lemonnier, a pass rush defensive end who knows how to get after the quarterback, Solomon Ajayi.
And the flag goes against Liberty. I think they got a defensive hold there, so that's going to give a first down to the Black Bears. First and 10 now on the Liberty 33.
Bears moving close to the red zone of Liberty, putting together a nice first drive.
Yano going to keep it, now looking to run the far side. Drops it into his receiver for another first down. Jaquan Blair, and what a throw. Fagnano dropping it over the defender and finding Blair, his 6'2" receiver, on the sideline.
Really like Fagnano. He's shown a lot of cool in the pocket, was able to get flushed out a little bit, didn't panic. A young freshman would usually panic, kept his eyes downfield and then fluttered that ball over top of the defender. Really like him on the first drive.
He has been impressive. They are now in the red zone. This Liberty defense, seventh in the nation in red zone defense. This has kind of been their calling card. Bend but don't break. Fagnano under center, hand it off, end around. Edwards has it, looking for some room. Finally wrapped up, falls forward down to about the 13. This is a kid, you just want to get the ball in his hands any way you can. He is shifty and tough to bring down in space.
What's his nickname that they call him?
Electric Ernie.
Boogie Woogie Woogie.
You were just waiting to do that.
Thinking about that one all week.
Yeah. So he gets 8 on that carry. Second down and 2 from the Flames 9. We go 2 wide receivers to the right. Fitzpatrick still in the backfield. Fagnano pulls it out, quickly hit and dropped by Scruggs, who came down to make the tackle. All right, let's take a look at the keys to the game presented by Foster Fuels, beginning with the keys for the Black Bears.
Yeah, secondary has to win the one-on-one matchups. They weren't able to do that on the first drive by Liberty, going down scoring so quickly. But yet at the same time, what Liberty needs to do, if Maine's going to come out and play a bunch of man-to-man, they got to give Buckshot time in the pocket to be able to deliver the ball downfield on the long routes.
Yeah, they did that. 3rd and 1 now on the 8. Out of the shotgun, they're going to run the option far side. Fagnano turns it up, hit, dropped, but not before he picked up the first down. So this young guy, keep in mind, this is their second string guy.
Yep.
We were kind of asking, so if something were to happen to him, who's next? And we got a lot of head shakes and well, this guy played quarterback once in high school.
When you hear the name number 87, that's not a good, not
so
a good thing.
They're going to run him, and we've seen him do that already. But boy, they better hope that he's able to stay upright and stay healthy throughout this ball game, or it could get real iffy. As is right now, they're knocking on the door. Handoff, running the far side. Fitzpatrick quickly wrapped up and dropped. Brandon Tillman, Elijah Benton there to sling him out of bounds.
Yeah, you look at the Maine team, they want to establish a run, but you can see early on what Liberty's defensive philosophy is. They're saying to Maine, hey, we're going to try to stop the run, and we're going to make you throw the ball. And so far, they've been successful. Maine's been successful moving the ball down the field.
Fagnano 3 of 3 for 40 yards. Talk about Liberty's success on their first drive. Maine has had a lot of success as well. 5 out of the last 6 games they've scored on their opening possession. Slinging it far side. Make it 6-7. Ernest Edwards got a little bit of space, and Fagnano was perfect on the Black Bears opening drive as he threw a dart right there at the pylon.
Yeah, they know who their players are, don't they? Go right to electric Ernest Edwards right there down on the goal line. Fagnano makes a fantastic throw. This kid is a cool cucumber. Throw it low and outside where nobody can get it. Toe tap it down by the pylon. Touchdown. Great drive.
Really impressive. 11 plays, 75 yards in almost 6.5 minutes. And they may take a look at this one. I guess just seeing if he happened to be out of bounds. Looked like he was, looked like he got both feet in.
I don't like this, man. This is a touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, this is slowing down the game, man. He's got a little bit of mojo cooking right now. This is a touchdown.
Well, those guys in stripes will determine that for sure here in a moment, as they're going to give it a look. But you talk about a freshman, and we go, boy, I don't know, you know, hostile environment, all those cliches and all those things we broadcasting idiots always throw out there. And then Fagnano just bang, 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 takes him right down the field looking like a wily vet.
Yeah, sometimes a kid can just flat out play, and he just needs an opportunity. Yeah, let's see what this review is. Maybe I'm off on this, but let's see if there's anything close on this.
It's hard to tell that
He's in.
unless that heel, that back heel was down on the line, it sure looked like, I mean, certainly I didn't see anything that would cause you to be able to overturn it.
Yeah, we're getting
from the replays we've seen.
After further review, it's a touchdown.
After review, the receiver's foot was out of bounds. Therefore, it's an incomplete pass. It will be third down and goal
They must have seen
from the
something we
6-yard
didn't see.
line.
Maybe
the clock is correct.
We'll take a look at another angle.
Wow. Where's the angle?
Yeah, boy, was his heel down? Like I still couldn't tell from there.
Man, that's a
tough break.
Let's see. This is close. This is a good angle. Here we go. Let's see. I can't believe they turned that over.
I don't know.
If I'm a Maine fan right now,
they said maybe the knee was on the ground before he completely secured it. That's tough.
Wow.
So it's third down and goal now from the 6. Fitzpatrick still in the backfield. Fagnano standing in, throws, pops up in the air, falls incomplete. Good coverage by Scruggs.
Wow.
Now you have a decision.
Kick field goal.
Yeah, that looks like it's going to be the answer. You drive all the way down there. You think you just put a touchdown on the board. The officials wipe it off, and now you're going to have to settle for a field goal opportunity.
Wow. That is unfortunate for the Bears, and a nice pass breakup on third down to save a touchdown for the Flames.
Kenny Doak comes in. He's 6 of 11 this year. Was just 1 of 3 last week against Richmond. So struggled a bit to get this opportunity. 23-yarder. And that chip shot is up and through. So they don't come away completely empty-handed, but 3 doesn't feel so good after you think you just had 7. Both offenses looking like we might see some points here. Homecoming in Lynchburg.
This Jeep Gladiator is ready to do what you want to do. There's never been anything quite like the all-new Jeep Gladiator. Engineered from the ground up to be a true pickup truck. Backed by legendary Jeep brand 4x4 capability, the Gladiator is ready to carry you and your gear. Test drive a Jeep today at Craft Jeep. No tricks, no gimmicks pricing at Billy Craft, Chrysler Dodge, Jeep Ram.
For more than 120 years, we've been there. In churches and schools, camps and senior living centers. We've been there in times of joy and in the most difficult moments, in times of loss. And our success has been measured not by the bottom line, but by our unwavering commitment to protecting our customers so they can continue their important work. Church Mutual Insurance Company, protecting the greater good.
The Foster Fuels app makes propane easy and makes your granny feel hip.
What you doing over there, Sonny?
I'm just posting a picture from our beach trip. What are you doing, Granny?
Ordering propane with the Foster Fuels app.
Whoa, you use apps now?
Yeet! This app is lit!
Order fuel and manage your account with our Foster Fuels app. Just one more way we're providing exceptional customer service.
What? Did I not say it right?
Carter Bank and Trust has supported Liberty University for over 3 decades. When many were skeptical of Liberty's vision, our founder, Worth Harris Carter Jr., understood the vision and saw its potential. His instincts were correct. Liberty University has become a regional economic engine. We continue Mr. Carter's legacy by working with determined visionaries to transform potentials into realities every day. As with Liberty University, Carter Bank and Trust is proud of the past, focused on the future.
Back at Liberty, Flames leading 7-3 alongside Joe Yock. I'm Matt Warner. The third member of our crew down on the field is Melanie Newman. Melanie?
Thanks, guys. Well, you touched on Chris Ferguson earlier and the fact that he wouldn't be able to contribute on the field, but there's another member of his family on the sidelines. But on the other end of things, his sister Danielle is actually Liberty's newest director of sports nutrition, and Game On got a chance to talk to her this week about how that communication would be a little different.
I mean, I talk to him a few days a week, every single week, so it'll probably be that. But I mean, it's funny. So like I said, my little sister goes here, so my family's been talking about this game for like 2 years. So she's a sophomore, so even before I was here, we've been talking about this game for years, booked hotel rooms, got our ticket, like the whole scene. As far as communication goes, it'll be business as usual. I mean, he's locked in, we're locked in. It's going to be a good game. We're excited about it.
Have the Liberty coaches kicked you out of practice? Or are they
Not yet.
talking some trash to you?
I got, you know, they're definitely talking trash. They are talking trash, as am I. So we will, that'll always be good banter, but you know, my heart lies right here with Liberty, so here I am.
Well, while that was going on, Chandra Lewis decided to just turn this game around. 97 yards to the house. Chandra, the explosive freshman, got his hands on it. Nobody got a hand on him.
Woo! Chandra took off, made one little hurdle, and was off to the races. This thing parted like the Red Sea, and what a great job by Liberty's special teams to open up that hole. One little miss, and off he goes.
The extra point up and good, and well, they don't let you catch your breath, do they? Flames making some noise on the special teams side of things. There are a lot of happy homecoming fans right about now.
The band director even got a high five.
Microphone 1 2 1 2. Pack the whole place out. Watch what I do. 'Cause it's game time now. Oh, and we don't play. Yeah. What you know about? You don't really know about. Tell me what you know about. I've been going hard. Oh, I'm going so hard. Oh, I'm going so hard. What you really know about? Tell me what you know about.
This is the Nest Hub from Google. That's a good shot. And it can, that's a keeper. This thing is really useful because, did I mention it shows you photos?
There is someone walking behind you. Turn around. Look at me. There is someone. Look at me.
As your life grows, so do your needs. And with Bank of America and Merrill, the benefits you get can grow too. As a Preferred Rewards member, you can enjoy priority service and exclusive discounts, so your growing life can be more rewarding too. What would you like the power to do?
The Home Depot has on-trend styles with innovations to make your floor pet-proof. Make it waterproof, make it beautiful. Today is the day for doing with new water-resistant laminate flooring starting at $158 a square foot, only from the Home Depot.
Well, let's go ahead and finish our thought from a little bit earlier with Chris Ferguson and the connection, family connections here. Melanie, go ahead quickly before we kick off again. Who knows what might happen?
Well, I got a chance to talk to Danielle before, and as you guys saw, she said they've been planning this game for 2 years, and she said when her brother walked on the field and she saw him in the boot this afternoon, she had to fight tears just because it was such an emotional moment. They had waited for this, and they were just so disappointed to not be able to see him play, and she kind of smirked and said, you know, sometimes timing is funny like that, and you just have to trust it, but either way, we're so happy to have everybody back here in one stadium today.
Yeah, 11 siblings in that family, the youngest of which, Lizzie, is on on the lacrosse team here at Liberty as well. So yeah, they're all packed in here somewhere in Williams Stadium watching this one. So the Flames booting it away. Ernest Edwards backing up, and he'll take a knee. So the Flames with a scoring drive to start the ball game of 4 plays in a minute 19. Second time they touched the ball, they took it to the house on the kickoff return. And this Maine offense coming right back out onto the field.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how well this Maine offense responds to the quick drive. And then obviously they had the bad situation happen to them where the touchdown got called, turned around, and then now the kickoff. So you got to be able to put those things behind you. They've got a good quarterback who looks very confident. Put another drive together.
Devin Young in the backfield, the wide receiver, takes the handoff, tries to bounce it outside, instead wrapped up and thrown down. Solomon Ajayi, he's going to get flagged on the end of that. So they're going to get him for unnecessary roughness on the end.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness defense, number 14. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, I mean, that's the way the game's gone nowadays. Back in the old days, you could do this, but once you stop his upfield momentum, you hear those whistle blow, and you know he's going backwards. You just can't sling him to the ground. It's just the way it is in today's football.
Ajayi, younger brother of NFL running back Jay Ajayi, and he's been awfully good for the Flames here over the last couple of seasons.
He is a good football player. He does a great job filling. He goes sideline to sideline. He is a really, really well-rounded player.
So a good start to this drive for Maine, thanks to the penalty. As they now have it on their own 40. Vignano, 3 of 5 for 40 yards so far tonight. In some trouble here, pulls it down, still looking downfield, pump fake, and is able to get 3 or 4 before Brandon Tillman gets him out of bounds.
His legs do a good job of keeping him alive. Fiano's not a, they say like use the word dual threat.
Yeah.
They wouldn't put him in the dual threat category, but what he does do well is he does a good job of staying alive. And when he can turn his shoulders north and south, he has very deceptive speed.
There's Nick Charlton, first-year head coach for Maine, youngest head coach in all Division I football, just 30 years old. As he was promoted from offensive coordinator to head coach this past off season. Handoff going to Emmanuel Reed. He's quickly wrapped up and dropped.
Yeah, like we said earlier, you can really see what Liberty's trying to do defensively. They are ganging up on the run, and you're going to see if Fiano and the receivers can beat them through the air.
So 3rd and 6 now for the Black Bears. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Reed remains in the backfield. Vignano looking to his right, running out of time, hit, dropped. Austin Lewis got him around the ankles and got him to the turf.
Yeah, real nice job by Austin Lewis, the long-haired young man out of Tennessee.
David Crockett High School.
David Crockett High School.
He was born on a mountain in Tennessee, I'm told.
Little twist game right there. Get him to come back inside. Flush Fiano up into the pocket. That's a coverage sack also. A good job by Liberty's secondary holding up on the back end.
Yeah, Coach Freeze not real pleased. I don't know if Austin did a little extra celebrating on the end of that, but Hugh Freeze is saying, get the job done and get off the field. We don't need any extra. Low line drive kick. Stubbs backs up. It's going to take a couple of hops. The race is on to get there, and Maine can't do it. It rolls into the end zone. The Flames will get the touchback. So a big 3rd down play from this Liberty defense. There was Lewis a little bit ago. What did he have here? Was that it?
Nah, I don't think
it must have been
something to do with the play.
Maybe he was going back talking a little bit. I'm not sure, but not much there.
I mean, maybe his locks are just flowing too much.
Well, they are. They're good looking. Good to see Hugh Freeze on the sideline.
Yes.
First game this season, he's actually been walking around on the sideline. So he's getting better and better after back surgery and all the health issues he's gone through. Calvert throws it out to former Maine Black Bear Joshua Mack. His first look. Stays on his feet across the 30 and gets it up to about the 38. So the transfer from Maine, where he had all kinds of success, an FCS All-American 2 seasons ago, and the Flames deploy him in the pass game early. Calvert pulls it out, hits Gandy Golden, somehow keeps his feet and falls forward to midfield. Calvert now 6 of 6 to begin this game.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Matt, Buckshot looks really good. His footwork is outstanding. He's getting the ball delivered quickly. I tell you what, he is playing with a lot of confidence right now.
Hand off to Josh Mack, and he is swarmed and dropped for no gain. So you talk about him being a former player on Maine. Their defensive lineman Keon Whitaker said this week, a lot of people on this defense are looking forward to seeing one of Liberty's running backs. He kind of said it with a little bit of a smirk, so you know there's some talking going on down there. A lot of good friends, though. Josh Mack saying this week, you know, I'm so close with a lot of guys on this Maine squad. But no doubt, little John going on. Calvert gonna send it deep, looking for Gandy Golden. Did he get it? Oh, one-handed! AGG showing off! This kid is unreal.
I mean, this is just getting silly with him now.
Look at that. Unbelievable. We just saw the replay here in the stadium. We'll show it to you in a moment. But Gandy Golden, as that ball's loose on the deck, fight for it. And I think Liberty was able to fall on top of it. They were, fortunately, as Thomas Sargent in the center fell on it. Here's that catch from a moment ago.
Yeah, there was great coverage by the Bears defender. Buckshot puts a good pass out there, but look at that. One hand stabbed it.
We saw him making one-handed grabs in pregame. That's unreal.
Yeah. This kid is at another level. I have always said.
Enjoy watching him on Saturdays right now. Probably going to see him for a long time on Sundays in the near future.
Yes, sir.
Wake. Forest. Wake. Forest. Wake. Forest. Wake.
This is the Nest Hub from Google. That's a good shot. And it can, that's a keeper. This thing is really useful because, did I mention it shows you photos?
As your life grows, so do your needs. And with Bank of America and Merrill, the benefits you get can grow too. As a preferred rewards member, you can enjoy priority service and exclusive discounts, so your growing life can be more rewarding too. What would you like the power to do?
With the all-new Silverado HD, Silverado's now the only truck brand that can offer trucks with best-in-class towing, or trucks with best-in-class camera technology, or larger, more functional beds than any competitor. The only truck that can compare to a Silverado is another Silverado. Or get a total value of over $9,300 on this Silverado with a larger, more functional bed than any competitor. Or during truck month, make no monthly payments for 90 days.
See your Baltimore area Chevy dealers.
There's no blood test for adversity. It's the hardships we face that truly give us courage to do the right thing, even when it's the hard thing. It's what we do every day.
Earlier on this drive, Buckshot Calvert became just the second Liberty quarterback to ever eclipse the 10,000-yard mark. As he and Josh Woodrum, and Buckshot quickly closing in on Woodrum as well. He's going to have that Liberty passing record here shortly. Just 193 yards behind him. And how about this? The Flames fumbled on the last play. Were able to fall on. That is now 16 forced fumbles for this Maine defense this year. They've recovered one. 1 out of 16, the only turnover they forced all season long. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it's unreal, the unfortunate breaks that they've gotten on that, especially that last one. They were right there to pick it up.
2nd and 16 now. Calvert going to pull it out, slings it, caught by Gandy Golden, quickly wrapped up and dropped. So they get back the yardage they lost as Joshua Huffman there on the tackle, and they'll bring up 3rd and long.
That was a really nice tackle by Joshua Huffman on that play. He got AG down to the ground quickly.
Buckshot now 8 of 8 passing the ball to begin this game.
Interested to see right here, Matt, how Maine's going to play them defensively. Are they going to go man-to-man? Looks like they are. Play their 2-man.
First third down the Flames have faced today. Here they bring pressure. Calvert stands in, fires far sideline, falls incomplete. He's going to have to pick himself up off the deck as he got hit as he delivered that pass as well. And Liberty will be forced to attempt a field goal.
Buckshot had a wide open receiver on the cross route. Maine was in man-to-man coverage. They brought the motion guy in. Liberty brought the motion guy in, caught him what's called banjo coverage, switch coverage. They made the wrong switch. The drive route for Liberty was wide open. Buckshot just got too much pressure. If he would have thrown that ball, would have walked into the end zone.
Field goal off the foot of Alex Probert, up and good. So the Flames do get points out of this drive and increase their lead to 17-3 as Probert now boots it through. And Liberty's offense, we talked about their struggles in the last couple of games. No struggles so far tonight. They have found their rhythm.
Yeah, no question.
Although I think Hugh Freeze might be having that same conversation with Buckshot about the guy that came open as you were talking about.
Yeah, that was a design play right there to get them in the banjo, mess up the switch, hit the drive route. He would have walked into the end zone. Just missed it.
Liberty has had all of the success in the world through the air tonight, really nothing on the ground, but they have been good rushing the football in the last 2 games, certainly better than the first few. And so now they just want to see the run game, the pass game sync up and find success together. I mentioned Calvert coming out strong, 8 of 9, 147 yards in the score here in the early stages. This has been a long first quarter. A lot has happened here early in this game. Long way to go.
I know that Hugh Freeze has gone into the laboratory and has all kinds of man-to-man beaters. He's got them all drawn up, and it's going to be interesting to see, will Maine be able to hold up trying to play man and get to the quarterback for the rest of this game?
Probert's kick will land halfway deep into the end zone. Maine will take it. Maine, you know, they've thrown the ball pretty well. Also, running the ball, not a lot of success tonight, just 22 yards on 9 carries. Running the football has been a struggle this year. In their last game, though, against Richmond, they seemed to start finding something. They had a season-high 208 yards in that game. The problem is, right now, with a little bit of uncertainty at the quarterback, and you don't want to put too much on his plate, you know, and everyone in the stadium knows, boy, let's try to force them into some passing situations. Let's try to stop the run. Let's take that part of their game away.
Yeah, you can see that Liberty's scheme right now is they're going to stop the run and make this quarterback and receivers beat him through the air.
Handoff, angling far side. That's Fitzpatrick. Was caught by Scruggs. Scruggs having a good game here early on as they finally get him to the ground. Fitzpatrick's a tough kid. Redshirt senior. Former Golden Gloves boxer. Been boxing since he was 12. You love the play is opening up the Richmond game. He took the handoff and ran and just kicked the defender in the chest.
I mean, it was just a good old-fashioned karate kick. It was like
there. Got 2 tough yards on that last carry. 2nd and 8. Pulling out is Vignano. Now he drops the football. Scooped up. Running towards the end zone is Scruggs. Angling near side. Stays on his feet. Finally tripped up at the 5. For the 2nd game in a row, Scruggs gets his hands on it with a chance to take it back and can't quite go the distance. He had an interception a week or 2 weeks ago at New Mexico State in the Flames last game. He took 72 yards, couldn't quite get to the end zone. Nearly took this one back all the way.
Yeah, that's a young quarterback that has to know how to secure the ball. He had it out in front of him, got popped out. And Scruggs scoops it and is going to score. He sees the band out there. He thinks they're going to strike it up, and then, oh, not quite.
Javon Scruggs, 3-time state champion quarterback at Appomattox.
Yeah, it's local.
Here in the area. Boys, he had himself a nice night defensively. Frankie Hickson now the running back. Flames with a chance to really start pulling away. Jump ball, Gandy Golden knocked down. Good defense. As as that was Shaquille St. Lot on the coverage, the Montreal, Quebec native.
Yeah, Shaquille St. Lot is a good defender. You watch him on film. He has long arms, able to attack the ball right there, get tight to AG. He's the one guy that has the physical capabilities to stand up with AGG.
So it brings up second down and goal now from the 5. Give it to Hickson, up the middle, lunging for that goal line, and he's going to be about a yard short. So 3rd and 1 now. 3rd and goal from the 1, I should say.
We're going to see pop.
Now they're going to bring in, really, the guy that's turned into the short yardage back for them. That's Peyton Pickett. Pickett, 5'10", 210, low to the ground, and saw it a couple weeks ago in New Mexico State as well in a short yardage situation. They called him in, and he converted.
Yeah, he's getting the ball right here.
He had 9 touchdowns a year ago. Give it to him here. Leaning towards the goal line. No signal yet. And they're still looking. Nope, didn't get it. So right there at the goal line, and I would not be surprised at all now to see Hugh Freeze elect to go for it, although he'll have to do it on the other side as the first quarter ticking to a close.
Yeah, if Maine ever needed a stop coming out of this quarter, this is going to be the one that they need bad.
17-3 Liberty on top, and they are threatening as we head to the second quarter.
Microphone 1 2 1 2. Pack the whole place out. Watch what I do. 'Cause it's game time now. Oh, and we don't play. Yeah. What you know about? You don't really know about. Tell me what you know about. I've been going hard. Oh, I'm going so hard. Oh, I'm going so hard. What you really know about? Tell me what you know about.
This is the Nest Hub Max from Google. It can make video calls, play music, stream live shows, blah, blah, blah. Check this out. It lets you stop and start things with your hand. So you can be like, kids are fighting. Now they're grounded. Your boss is calling. It's a butt dial. Was that the baby? Nope, just the cat. Need to change into sweatpants. Super comf. And I can keep going. I got a million of these. How long is this commercial?
The 2020 models have begun to arrive at Peppa's Toyota, so the 2019s have been dramatically reduced. During our model year-end sale, drive a 2019 Camry, only $229 a month, or a 2019 RAV4, just $229 a month. Only at your #1 volume Toyota dealer in St. Louis. Get Peppa's protection, 10-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Don't miss model year-end pricing. Peppa's Toyota leads the way. Online at peppastoyota.com.
With the all-new Silverado HD, Silverado's now the only truck brand that can offer trucks with best-in-class towing, or trucks with best-in-class camera technology, or larger, more functional beds than any competitor. The only truck that can compare to a Silverado is another Silverado. Or get a total value of over $9,300 on this Silverado with a larger, more functional bed than any competitor. Or during truck month, make no monthly payments for 90 days.
See your Baltimore area Chevy dealers.
The Home Depot delivers. Now with same-day express delivery on the things you need most and free delivery on over 1 million more. Want it even faster? Pick it up in store. Just say when, where, and how you want it. This is how doers get more done. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
There's no blood test for adversity. It's the hardships we face that truly give us courage to do the right thing, even when it's the hard thing. It's what we do every day.
There is Liberty Athletics Hall of Famer Kelvin Edwards, 4th Flame in program history to get his jersey retired. Quite the moment for him as they honored him during the break. All right, guys, Flames offensive efficiency right now through the roof. In the last 2 games, you score 17 points and you score 20. You come into this game, boy, you blow the roof off it the first quarter, you score 17. What have you liked and what's the difference in this game?
It's this tempo. This first drive in like a minute 13 seconds just went straight downfield, a couple great passes, a couple out routes, and of course, I mean, just buckshots, just precision with the ball, and then the great kick return. This is the Hugh Freeze offense we've been wanting to see, and you need to pick this up because you got a nasty stretch of games coming up. So firing on all cylinders, it looks like.
Talking about nasty, oh my goodness, that catch right there, just plain dirty. All right, Des, do you try to put the nail in the coffin early and go for it here on 4th and basically 1?
I think you got to go for it here. It will basically just put your foot on their throat here, so to speak.
All right, back to the booth, Matt.
So to speak. So to speak, Des. Yes, that's right. 4th and about half a yard. So Coach Freeze agreeing with Des Rice. They are going to go for it. And handoff, Peyton Pickett hit quickly in the backfield, and it's going to be close.
He didn't get it.
I don't know if he did. Officials come in to have a look. They're still digging bodies off the pile, and they're going to give it to him.
Got it.
Wow, I'm with you, Joe. He got hit quickly in the backfield. And I did not think he broke the plane. Perhaps doing a little body surfing there on top of all the bodies. But the Flames able to punch it in on 4th and less than 1. Hard to tell from there in that massive humanity. I mean, that's tough. And when does the play end?
Yeah,
like,
right.
Who knows? Who knows? So they may
I say right
this.
there. Yeah, I mean, I say right there. And he clearly has the ball. Yeah, they're going to review this.
I mean, good luck.
Yeah.
How are you? I mean,
but I would say this: his forward momentum was stopped. He turned and he had the ball, I believe, in his right hand, and with his back turned to the goal line, and it looked like he was not in. That last angle we saw was a good angle that showed it.
Well, they'll take a look at it. Better them than us to have to try to sort all that out, as it really didn't look like a clear angle to overturn it at this point. Remember, that opening drive of the game for Maine looked like they had a sure touchdown catch. It got overturned. They had to settle for the field goal. There's
right
the look.
There.
It looks like it's stopped. Yeah, and it looks like, and again, you're not looking right down the line, so it's always hard to determine where exactly he is, but it sure looks like he's short.
After review, the ruling on the field stands as called.
Okay.
Well, once you call it, I'm not quite sure how you overturn it.
It's tough. Yeah.
And I think Nick Charlton had a few thoughts about it, but not much he can do now as the Flames able to punch it in, and now we'll try to put the exclamation point on it with the extra point and increase their lead to 24-3. Alex Probert puts the right foot into it. And Liberty is piling on now. 24 points in the first 15 minutes, 8 seconds of this ballgame.
I mean, the Bears have got no breaks whatsoever. No. They had the great touchdown on the opening drive called back. Fumbled kickoff, they get in return. Liberty's in the red zone, fumbled, they didn't get it. Have the opportunity for a review right there. Looks like he may not have been in. Didn't get it. So nothing has gone their way.
Liberty with 146 total yards thus far on the night. Hugh Freeze saying, oh, this is a scary game. And listen, Maine comes in, 2-4 record. You say, 2-4. They have been in every game they played this year. This is a good team, a team that went to the Final Four at the FCS level a year ago and brought back a lot.
That's right.
So this is a really good squad. And Hugh Freeze said this week, this is a scary team. They can beat you if you don't bring your best.
Yeah, they're a good football team, and this game could be totally different if some of these breaks would have gone the other way.
So the Flames will boot it away. Ernest Edwards already has 2 kickoff return scores this season. Standing back at the 2-yard line. And no chance. That's the best plan for a great returner. Just kick it out the back of the end zone. We talked about the Flames coming off that bye week. With more on that, we check in again with Melanie.
Well, it may have been a bye week for the players, but the coaches didn't really get to stop. Now, remember, there's that new period in December for recruiting. So Coach Freeze said most of his staff was out all over the 757 area. That's Virginia Beach-ish, for them kind of really focusing on the next crop of recruits who's going to come through this Liberty program. Now, for Coach himself, he said, I got to tell you, one of the best inventions I've ever seen is TiVo. I TiVoed just about every game that I thought I could take notes off of for our guys this week to see what we can improve on and little pieces that we can take away and add to tonight's plays.
Well, whatever he was doing, it's working right now as the Flames have that offense clicking. Vignano trying to take a shot down the far side, and you might see a flag. Nope. A little handsy out there was Keetrell Clark, the freshman, as he was trying to defend the receiver, Andre Miller. No flag on the play. Brings up second long.
Looked like it did get a little handsy, didn't it? Thought he, especially when he's trying to come back for the ball, was able to grab, not get the opportunity to make the play. But once again, really believe, especially now with the score like this, Bears are going to have to put the ball through the air a whole bunch.
Hand off, coming near side and going nowhere is Emmanuel Reed. Reed transferred in from Buffalo, who Liberty saw earlier this season. He was there last year, but Buffalo really started to give a lot of the carries to the freshman Jarrett Patterson, who's a really explosive back. We got a first-hand look at that. And when Emmanuel Reed kind of saw the way things were trending, he said, I'm going to go someplace else where I might have a better shot. He ended up with Maine and has gotten a decent amount of carries this year, splitting time with Joe Fitzpatrick. He's in there right now, though, on 3rd and 11. Play clock down to 6. 3 wide receivers to the left of Vignano. Time in the pocket. Buys a little more. Now slinging it deep down the field. Jump ball opportunity. It's picked off. Picked off by Isaac Steele. The freshman quarterback had one-on-one coverage, took a shot, and Isaac Steele made the play.
Yeah, you look right here. This is the definition of a 50-50 ball. Who wants to go up? Who wants it the most? And Isaac Steele high points this ball. It's who wants it? Oh, nice play by him to be able to bring. No, most defensive backs can't make those kinds of catches, Matt. That's why they say about DBs, they're former receivers that can't catch. And I'm telling you what, that was a nice grab by Steele.
Steele giving up a couple of inches there to Jaquan Blair. Steele, kid out of the Phoenix area. Actually was a really good high school baseball player, as an outfielder. So looking like maybe going for robbing a home run there almost, the way he went up and snagged that one. So the Flames forcing the turnover. Second turnover they've forced so far tonight. Calvert, handoff. Coming near side, Josh Mack. Hesitation, hit and dropped. Joshua Huffman, rather, making the tackle.
Real interested to see what Ken Austin, Hugh Freeze's philosophy is right now with the score being the way it is. Establishing the run and run the football, or do they want to continue the wide open pace that they've done so far?
We talk about the tempo. They call their tempo warp speed, and I don't know if they've quite touched warp speed just yet, but they have certainly shown a little more tempo than we've seen earlier this season, and they're all out of whack offensively right now and going to have to burn a timeout.
Timeout. Liberty Universities.
So they'll use their
first timeout.
Get on the same page.
Timeout.
We'll take one as well. It's been all Liberty so far.
This is the Nest Hub from Google. That's a good shot. And it can, that's a keeper. This thing is really useful because, did I mention it shows you photos?
The the world's never gotten enough of it. So, we proudly bring you more of it. The new 911. Timeless machine.
As your life grows, so do your needs. And with Bank of America and Merrill, the benefits you get can grow too. As a preferred rewards member, you can enjoy priority service and exclusive discounts, so your growing life can be more rewarding too. What would you like the power to do?
The 2020 models have begun to arrive at Peppa's Toyota, so the 2019s have been dramatically reduced. During our model year-end sale, drive a 2019 Camry, only $229 a month, or a 2019 RAV4, just $229 a month, only at your #1 volume Toyota dealer in St. Louis. Get Peppa's protection, 10-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Don't miss model year-end pricing. Peppa's Toyota leads the way. Online at peppastoyota.com.
24-3, Liberty leads Maine. We talked about Liberty running back Josh Mack being a Maine transfer. With more on the relationships he has on the other side, here's Melanie.
Well, we got to talk to Joshua Mack earlier this week, and he said his time at Maine, he actually developed the closest relationships with the D-line because those were the guys he was going up against. But Ernest Mack, the wide receiver for Maine, he said that's his best friend. They've been talking every day this week, and he couldn't wait to get here today and for the two of them to see each other. I got some brotherly love going on before the game. I'm sure it's changed a little bit now.
Yeah, I would think so. Josh Mack, Ernest Edwards, a couple of explosive playmakers in their own right. Buckshot Calvert firing down. Boy, just did he fit that one in? No, broke it up. Joshua Huffman able to close and knock it out of the grasp of DJ Stubbs as Buckshot trying to fit it in a tight window.
Yeah, Liberty was going for the kill shot right there, Matt. They ran a little bubble screen to the outside and then tried to run a stutter and go and take the long ball, but Buckshot was able to come off that. Maine defender made a nice play on the third option for Buckshot on that play.
3rd and 8 now for Liberty. They're 0 for 2 converting on 3rd down so far tonight. Maine bringing in pressure. Calvert stands in, fires to Gandy Gold. The catch is made, a little hesitation, the stiff arm, and picks up another 5. Boy, good luck if you find yourself out there one-on-one with AGG. First, breaking up the pass, and second, if he passes it, it might get worse for you because you got to get him to the ground.
I mean, it almost puts the defense in an impossible situation. What Liberty does, they go to the short side of the field. They know they're going to get man-to-man against AGG. You have to play off him somewhere else. He'll run by, and then when you do, it's easy to convert a 3rd and 8.
Hands off, up the middle. Josh Mack with a nice pickup of about 7. Antonio Gandy Golden now 6 receptions, 103 yards. Here we are, 12.5 to go in the 2nd quarter. AGG, by the way, 2nd in the nation in receiving yards coming in. And he wants that top spot. Bouncing near side, Mack again picks up the 1st down as he crosses the 40.
You know, the most impressive part of J. Mack's game is his patience running the football.
No doubt.
Even right there was nothing there. He bounced it up in the hole, took the shot, bounced back out, and was able to get his shoulders north and south to pick up the 1st down.
When we first saw him, you almost wondered, boy, is he hesitant? Is he indecisive? But no, now that you've seen him do it time and time again, just extreme levels of patience. Coming near side now, Hickson gets the edge, plants the foot, now angles back across the 20. Nice run for Frankie Hickson.
Frankie Hickson with a nice little tap toe down the sidelines right there.
Hickson showing a nice burst. He looked pretty good at New Mexico State. Yeah. Didn't break a big one, but you could see it coming. And a nice run there. I think timeout now as boy, Nick Charlton came firing off that Maine sideline. He is not. So Maine takes a timeout. 24-3, the Liberty lead. Well, it's a good time to tell you to join us at Williams Stadium for the final home game on Military Appreciation Day. Flames will face the New Mexico State Aggies at 2 p.m. on Saturday, November 30th. During halftime will be the annual Military Appreciation Performance. Get your tickets and game day info at lufootball.com.
Matt, you know what?
What?
I love Military Appreciation
It is great.
Day.
They do it right
here.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. I mean,
You're right.
It's American.
Well, we'll be coming off. Is that the few days after Thanksgiving, or is
Yes.
it? Yeah. So we'll be just rolling in here, feeling good.
Yeah.
Maybe
Stuff
a few
full of
pounds
turkey.
heavier. That's okay. That'll be a fun one. Yeah, Flames have quite a gap between this home game and their last one. Calvert
got him.
Deep touchdown. Just that easy. Buckshot finding Troy Henderson, and the redshirt freshman running back with his second touchdown of the year.
Yeah, this is why Maine defensively, and I talked about this, leading up throughout the week, is like, how are you going to be able to cover these receivers and man-to-man? All this is a simple wheel route. But when you play man-to-man and not zone, you put some defenders in some very difficult situations, and it allows you, these offensive coordinators and the head coaches, to really scheme you up. And that's all that is. That's just scheme.
Robert boots it through. All that stuff about the Flames offense scuffling like an hour ago, forget about it. It's over.
As your life grows, so do your needs. And with Bank of America and Merrill, the benefits you get can grow too. As a preferred rewards member, you can enjoy priority service and exclusive discounts, so your growing life can be more rewarding too. What would you like the power to do?
The 2020 models have begun to arrive at Peppa's Toyota, so the 2019s have been dramatically reduced. During our model year-end sale, drive a 2019 Camry, only $229 a month, or a 2019 RAV4, just $229 a month, only at your #1 volume Toyota dealer in St. Louis. Get Peppa's protection, 10-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Don't miss model year-end pricing. Peppa's Toyota leads the way. Online at peppastoyota.com.
There's TV, and then there's X1. Streaming services without changing passwords and inputs, live sports and stats, and access to the most 4K content. The best TV experience is the best TV value. Xfinity X1. Simple, easy, awesome. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
Waffles. Nice choice. Feed the whole team with Hampton by Hilton's newly reimagined free hot breakfast. Hampton by Hilton. College football stays here.
All Flames so far tonight. They lead at 31-3. Hey, we want to remind you to check out Game On ESPN Plus every Friday at 2 o'clock. There's a couple of our Game On shooters down there. Donald Scott, Jonah Jabor working hard tonight. You watch it live Friday at 2 o'clock Eastern on ESPN Plus, or watch it archived anytime. Great stories about Liberty athletics and sports and faith in general, so check it out. You can also find it online at GameOnLU.com. Those guys actually doing a story about Josh Mack and playing against his old boys tonight, so you can look for that this week.
I'll tell you what, man, Game On does a great job. I love watching their stories. They're so well done and such interesting little tidbits. And speaking of tidbits, man, one of my favorite parts of this whole broadcast is tidbits with Matt Warner. So I haven't told you so far. Yeah, I'm putting you on the spot right now. We need. The fans are demanding a tidbit.
I got something for you.
Give it to me.
As Joe Fagnano makes his way back on the field, his dad, he comes from an athletic family. His dad, a pitcher in the Phillies system. His brother, one brother, a safety at Penn State. Another brother started at wide receiver at Akron, transferred to Penn State as well to play wide receiver and be a relief pitcher for the baseball team.
Fagnano family.
The Fagnano family can get it done. There's some ball players. They are some ball players now.
I'll tell you what, that's awesome. See, now that's good tidbits.
And Joe trying to kind of get this offense moving in the right direction. Handoff, pretty good pickup on first down as Emmanuel Reed scampers his way for about 8.
Yeah, it's something else to see the score this way. The way Fignano came out and threw the ball on the opening drive, and Bears were moving. I thought, boy, we could be in for a good one here.
Yeah, he hasn't completed a pass since that opening drive, by the way. They bring Edwards in motion. Handoff up the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as Reed gets 3.
You know, this is exactly what Maine needs to do. They need to run the football. They establish a drive, get down here, score a touchdown, get a stop, maybe get one more touchdown before halftime, and feel as if you can build some type of momentum going into the second half. There's been crazier comebacks in football.
They will get the ball to be in the second half as well. But yeah, right now you're just trying to put some points on the board and start moving and chipping into this lead. Play action. Fignano running out of time. They're trying to set up the screen, and he just buries it.
Yeah, Liberty defense really, we go all the way back to the Syracuse game. Go back to the Syracuse game, Matt. Remember they had such a hard time covering screens. So they worked on that because they shut down most teams' screen games from that game forward.
You're right. You've seen a lot of teams try.
Yeah.
Especially right after that. You
That's
saw
right.
a lot of teams thought maybe we can have the same success the Orange did. Not so much. 2nd and 10 now. Again, Edwards coming in motion near side. Handoff with some room to run. First down run there from Emmanuel Reed. So Reed getting a little bit of a rhythm here on this possession. The redshirt senior out of Crestview, Florida.
Yeah, I like Emmanuel Reed. He is a good back. He's scatty, but he's got some strength. The way he finishes runs, for example, right there, gets his shoulders down square, and he can make people miss and has some speed in the open field. Be good to see Bears get him going.
5 carries, 25 yards so far tonight for Reed. So the ball sitting right at midfield. And off Reed, hit, dropped. Jayad Sanders. So I've seen about enough of that as he exploded into the backfield and got him down for a short loss.
See, Sanders comes. That's the one thing you can't do. You just can't offensively. You have to have everybody accounted for. He comes unblocked off the edge of the defense and able to make a play in the backfield. Those are mental errors by the offensive line. Everybody has to be accounted for and put a hat on a hat.
So 2nd and 11. Again, play action, rolling out now, playing his feet, climbing in the pocket. Fignano looking downfield, now drops it off. Catch made, big hit. Hanging on to it was Devin Young, who just bounced off of, I think it was Bajor Wilson that put the hit on him.
It looked like bumper cars at Funland at Myrtle Beach right there. He's boing right off of us.
Good to see Bajor Wilson back. He has missed the last 3 games for Liberty. Their veteran leader at the defensive back spot. Finally getting healthy after the bye week. And we may get a timeout here.
The previous play is under further review.
Yeah, you know what it is, Matt? He led with his head. I'm interested. I saw this like that. I thought, man, that's a little bit of a dangerous type of way he came in to tackle him.
So let's get a look.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a crown of your helmet. Yeah, it's very dangerous.
Right into the chest.
Yeah, that's, I'm almost certain. I've been very good on the reviews today, but almost certain I'll call this one on targeting here. It's a very dangerous tackle.
Well, remember, Maine is already without their top defensive back because of targeting, Manning Patterson. He is out for the first half of this one after committing a penalty against Richmond a week ago. So they're going to sort this out. Bajor like a missile.
Yeah, just
that first came in.
I mean, these are just for the safety of the game. These are the ones that you almost have to call. Hate to see it for Bajor. Young man, good football player, getting back in the lineup, but it's a dangerous play. Yeah, you can see the referee talking to Coach Freeze right now about it.
So we've had, what, 3 reviews now, I think, tonight?
After further review, it has been determined personal foul, target defense, number 20. 15-yard penalty from the end of the play, first down. Number 20 is disqualified.
So Bajor Wilson finally gets back on the field, and he doesn't need to stay on it for long, as he has been ejected. There's that second part of the rule is what's applicable here. Forcible hit with the crown of the helmet.
That's right.
Usually we see, typically it's anything around the head or neck. That's what you see a lot. But leading with the helmet.
And it wasn't the receiver that was in danger there.
No,
it hit him. It was Bajor that was in danger.
So he'll make his way to the locker room. He is done for the night. The one thing about those penalties, you like them when they happen a lot more in the first half.
Yes.
Than you do the second half. So he'll be back
next week.
Next week when Liberty travels to Rutgers. So Bajor goes off as they try to, I think, figure out just exactly where they want to spot this one, or maybe the time on the clock. Whatever the case, seem to be on the same page now. So here we go. Great opportunity for Maine. Still 8:31 to go here in the second quarter, and now they're getting deep into Flames territory. Mignano stands in the pocket, has some time, fires, finds an open receiver. That's Edwards inside the 5, and he takes it to the end zone. Ernest Edwards with the 28-yard touchdown strike, and the Black Bears not going silent.
Yep, that's exactly right. Ernest Edwards is lined up on the far side. Fiano bought enough time in the pocket. You look right here, he's lined up all the way to the wide side of the field. He runs a dig route from a long ways away, and then look how explosive he is after he catches the football. It's hard. He's a hard, look at slow route, bam. Here it comes, ball put on the Jets. Touchdown.
Edwards missed last week's game against Richmond. He was out with a broken nose.
I mean, he makes it look easy.
He does. He does. They're happy to have him back. He led the CAA last year with 14 total touchdowns. Has 5 receiving touchdowns now on this season. And he is, you talk about explosive. He averages 25 yards a catch.
Yeah, he's electric. And I won't do boogie woogie woogie.
Yeah, please. Yeah, one time is enough.
It's so hard to get out of your head, though. Every time he catches the ball.
So Maine absolutely had to get points on that drive. They did so as Kenny Dope comes in to attempt the point after. And it is up and through.
Yeah, that's just what the doctor ordered for the Bears. Now they need to get a stop.
They do. 7 plays, 75 yards on that touchdown drive. And that's exactly what Nick Charlton is saying right now. He just gives the ball back. You think about it. Yeah. 8 minutes left. You're able to get the ball back, score, get the ball back to start the second half. We might have a ball game yet. Long way to go, though, here in Lynchburg.
As your life grows, so do your needs. And with Bank of America and Merrill, the benefits you get can grow too. As a preferred rewards member, you can enjoy priority service and exclusive discounts, so your growing life can be more rewarding too. What would you like the power to do?
With the all-new Silverado HD, Silverado's now the only truck brand that can offer trucks with best-in-class towing, or trucks with best-in-class camera technology, or larger, more functional beds than any competitor. The only truck that can compare to a Silverado is another Silverado. Or get a total value of over $9,300 on this Silverado with a larger, more functional bed than any competitor. Or during Truck Month, make no monthly payments for 90 days.
See your Baltimore area Chevy dealers.
The
2020 models have begun to arrive at Peppa's Toyota, so the 2019s have been dramatically reduced. During our model year-end sale, drive a 2019 Camry, only $229 a month, or a 2019 RAV4, just $229 a month. Only at your #1 volume Toyota dealer in St. Louis. Get Peppa's Protection, 10-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Don't miss model year-end pricing. Peppa's Toyota leads the way. Online at peppastoyota.com.
There's TV, and then there's X1. Streaming services without changing passwords and inputs, live sports and stats, and access to the most 4K content. The best TV experience is the best TV value. Xfinity X1. Simple, easy, awesome. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
There's no blood test for adversity. It's the hardships we face that truly give us courage to do the right thing, even when it's the hard thing. It's what we do every day.
Well, there's a look at a guy that this Maine defense really misses, and that's Deshaun Stevens. What a year he had a season ago. Led them 120 tackles, 9 sacks. He was a preseason third-team All-American, but suffered an Achilles injury in the first game of the season, out for the year. And well, you lose a guy like that. What was a really good defense a year ago.
Yes.
They've been pretty good this year, but you just don't replace someone like that. He's doing his best to try to get the guys fired up. There's only so much you can do.
He was their best returning player, and to lose him in the first game is giving the Bears defense a serious blow.
So Shadro Lewis back to return it. Already has 1 kick return for a touchdown tonight.
Oh boy, they're kicking to him again.
Opportunity, takes it at the 7, coming near side, looking for room. He's got some. Across the 40, slams on the brakes and thrown out of bounds at the Flames 45. This kid, just a true freshman, and he is some kind of electric.
You know, Matt, it's funny. You look at these freshman players that are on the Liberty roster, and young freshmen. As you look at the return right here, Shadro, they're doing a really good job of blocking. See, everybody's on a man. Everybody's on a man. They create the wedge, open the space, and allow that speed to run through the hole. But you're watching these Liberty freshmen. You get to this point in the season where they start growing up a little bit. They're getting used to the college life and getting settled in and practice the speed of the game. And now you'll start seeing some of these young bucks shine.
So Liberty with great field position to start this drive. Frankie Hickson in the backfield with Calvert. They'll give it to him. Coming near side, he's trying to turn the corner and tiptoes his way. About a yard shy of the Flames first down. Looks like he gets, they'll give it to him. They'll give him right at 10 yards.
We're seeing one thing, and I saw this earlier in the season with Frankie, the difference in his game from this year to last year is he's become faster.
It sure looks like
he hits the edge, and he's tough to catch.
Some movement, flags come in.
Full start, offense, number 7, 5-yard penalty, first down.
That's Damian King, redshirt senior. Flames now with 4 penalties on the night. Penalties have been something Hugh Freeze hasn't been real thrilled with so far this year.
But you know what he always talks about? He says, I can live with penalties. Mistakes happen, but it's the stupid penalties, the mental mistakes. That's when he gets really bent out of shape.
So 1st and 15 now as the ball just across midfield. 4 wide receivers set. Take Hickson out of the backfield as well. They're going to throw it out to him. A lot of room out there. Hickson across the 40. And he'll pick up the first down, so he gets about 16 on that reception.
That's this once again. It goes back to the Bears are stuck on playing man-to-man coverage. Liberty runs out the receivers. Too much space over there to cover the running back. You dump the ball to Frankie, and you turn a pass that's at the line of scrimmage into a running back's hands where he's able to get 16 yards downfield.
3rd running back that has a reception on the night. You're right, the Flames really utilizing that. Taking a shot now downfield. Up for grabs. Gandy Golden couldn't quite keep those feet in bounds as the coverage there by Catley Joseph.
And he still makes, it wasn't in bounds, but just watch the catch he makes.
Joseph had a whole handful of that jersey there as that throw led him out of bounds a bit. 2nd and 10. Gandy Golden, if you're just joining us, 6 receptions, 103 yards, has broken the Liberty career receiving yards record tonight.
So here's the situation right here. You put Gandy Golden into the short side of the field. The Bears are still playing press man coverage. You're going to try to potentially play a safety. No, they can't play the safety over top. You had another shot.
Pressure.
Yep.
On the near side, Damian King makes a man miss. Gets down inside the 20. And another first down for Liberty.
Oh, he's hurt.
Oh, and he took a big hit at the end of that. Yeah, he is feeling it. King has battled injuries for a lot of his Liberty career. Few guys are more shifty than Damian King, but the injury bug has bit him hard during his time. Made a man just look silly there initially.
Yeah, I think he just took the helmet to the head, to the knee right here. And hopefully he didn't hyperextend that. Just took a shot, bruise to the knee.
A guy that has a lot of talent, and as we said, has been through a lot health-wise during his time in Lynchburg. And he's being tended to now down on the ground on the sideline.
Yeah, he's such a good player. I mean, it's you know, pick your poison with Liberty. You
really
go down deep at the AGG and
that's
let
the
him go
amazing
make
thing
plays.
is Damian King doesn't get a lot of talk, doesn't get a ton of opportunities just because this receiving core is so deep. And you only hope that that injury isn't as severe as it might appear at the moment. So he's able to gingerly make his way towards that Flames bench. So it'll be first down for the Flames at the 18.
The Bears need to rise up and make a stop if they want to have any chance in this game whatsoever. This is their time.
Albert pulls it out, connects, and down around the 5, that's the tight end. The old buddy of Buckshot from his days in Florida, Johnny Huntley. These guys grew up together. Huntley, a transfer from Colorado. As Hickson quickly swarmed and dropped at the 5.
Frankie Hickson on the carry, loses a yard on the play.
Take a look at his battle in the trenches. You always hear about that. Liberty's offensive line has more than held its own here so far tonight. And there's some talent on that Maine defensive line.
Yes.
I know you like a couple of those guys.
Yeah, Mitchell, number
up
5,
front for the Black
really good
Bears.
player. But you look at that, 6'4", average 6'4", 306. That's a lot of man.
Thought you were going to go with the ballet of beef reference.
It's a
again.
ballet of beef. You have to play together to be a ballet of beef.
Buckshot hung in there, throws it up. A little too tall for Gandy Golden as Calvert took a lick on the end of it. And it'll bring up 3rd and goal from the 5.
This is a big down for the Bears defense.
There's that pressure. Keon Whitaker bearing down on him. Whitaker preseason 2nd team All-American. Senior out of the DC area.
Yeah, look at Mitchell right there, big 5. And for a big guy, they slant him. They move the front. He moves really well. He's athletic, disruptive. He is the anchor. He's the anchor behind that defense.
Third down opportunity. Calvert swinging it out of the backfield, caught by Hickson, turns on the jets, and he's in. The Flames have used the running backs in the passing game perfectly tonight.
Yeah, once again, Hugh Freeze understands offense, and
there is a flag down. Let's see if that is during the play or came with a little extracurricular after the fact. They're going to make us wait a little bit.
After the score, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense, number 5. That 15-yard penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
So DJ Stubbs, and that look right there, you don't want to see that look when you go back to the sideline. Hugh Freeze has had that look a couple of times tonight with some silly penalties. As Hickson again showing off that speed that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, and see, that's once again, there's the problem when you play man-to-man. You do a little RPO game, bring that DB. All it takes is 1 or 2 steps. He goes inside, Frankie flares out, now he's got to recover, and Frankie just had too much speed to the corner.
And DJ Stubbs has some explaining to do, as he's having some words there with Hugh Freeze. Coach Freeze may not be real pleased about that penalty. He's got to be pleased about the scoreboard. 38 first half points for an offense that had been averaging less than 25 a game. That's 95th in the nation coming in. Let's see, I think we found the what happened there. Subs, looks like maybe just a little jawing going on. Well, that's all it was. I mean, Joe Yock would talk more than that on a 2nd and 7, pick up a 3 yards. Joe's, you've been talking more than that back in your day.
A little trash talking. They were talking back and forth. And here's the best thing about the thing. And I feel bad for DJ Stubbs. All right, you got to walk away from it. I get it. Yeah. But he's a great kid.
Yeah.
I mean, he's such a nice kid and such a good football player. These refs sometimes.
You know, it's funny. New Mexico State got a little chippy at one point. I asked Jesse Lemonnier about it after the game. I said, hey, getting chippy out there. He's like, oh, it wasn't me. I'm really nice.
Yeah, he's nice.
He said the offensive lineman I was going against told me, hey, I want to tell you something after the game. He's like, after the game, I found him. He said, you're a really nice guy. He's like, I know. Yeah, I don't get mixed up in that. I'm a nice guy. Ernest Edwards takes the kick. A little bit of room, spins out of traffic, slams on the brakes, and finally caught from behind. Well, that kid, he'll make you miss in the phone booth.
Yeah, that kid, I mean, he's the guy that they obviously he scored the touchdown, but if you're going to pick one guy for them to get fully involved, to give them any chance to get back in this game, he's that guy. Here's a look at a little spin, a little whoop, a little spin, whoop, and then a little watch out from behind. What a really good football player.
Yeah, he is an all-around weapon. Those 2 touchdowns returned, those were both came against Colgate earlier this year.
Now he's limping. Hope he's okay and gets back in the game quick.
Devin Young lines up in the backfield next to quarterback. He'll take it, trying to get near side. Defense closing in. Does a little tightrope walk along the near sideline as he looks to be right at 10 yards, and they'll give him the first down.
Devin Young, that was a nice play. He showed good speed on that play. He's able to get outside off the edge, pick up the first down. Once again, Maine is 5 minutes to go, right before halftime here. You got to figure out a way to just keep answering, and then eventually defense got to do something different and get a stop.
Fitzpatrick now the running back for the Black Bears. They look to the sideline. 151 total yards tonight for Maine. Some movement.
False start, offense, number 75. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Katrell Clark was coming on the corner blitz right there. It looked like he got a leg, but he must have saw the tackle move. They had a nice little corner blitz coming from Liberty on that play.
So 1st and 15 now. Joe Fagnano, true freshman, 5 of 10 tonight for 76 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Pulls it, looking to run, running out of room quickly, able to cut it up and get a few yards there. As Vincent Elefante.
You know, Matt, that's what you see from last year to this year with the Liberty defense. It's the little things that make the difference. Right there, Solomon Ajayi attacked as Fiano came out of the fake and he tried to get outside. Solomon Ajayi attacked his upfield shoulder. Attack his upfield shoulder. Make him turn back inside where the troops can rally and get after the football. That's the little fundamental things that Liberty's doing different defensively this year.
It has been a night and day difference with this defense. Fagnano going to keep it again. Hit, dropped about 5 yards shy of the first down. Isaac Steele, one of the guys there to get him to the turf. As the clock ticks under 3.5 to go here in the first half. This becomes a big 3rd down for the Black Bears.
Yeah, it's a real big 3rd down for them. They're almost at the 50-yard line. Do you go for it on 4th down? Obviously, I would say yes, but they could really use a good 3rd down conversion right here.
Two wide receivers to the right. Fitzpatrick in the backfield. They're going to sling it, and it's caught for the first down. So they're able to fit it into Jaquan Blair, the senior, but we have a flag in the backfield. And this one may be coming back.
That's a tough penalty.
That is a backbreaker for sure.
Nice throw on 3rd down. Receiver goes down, makes the play. That holding penalty go from a 1st down. Now you're in a 3rd and 15. Frustrating.
They got the tight end, Ori Jean Charles. They're working on Lemonnier. Well, those Flames defensive ends, including Lemonnier, going to have his ears pinned back and coming here. They bring some late pressure, throwing it deep down the field as a man, and it's caught. Caught by who else? Ernest Edwards. Seneca Espinoza trying to break it up, but Edwards able to haul it in. When in doubt, go to your best playmaker.
Yeah, no question whatsoever. Good throw down the seam on 3rd and 15. Little bit surprised that Liberty tried to play man-to-man coverage right there on 3rd and 15, but watch Edwards go up after that football, get to his back shoulder, turns around, and just has the will to get it.
Hand off, some room to rumble now inside the 5, and he takes it the distance. Joe Fitzpatrick, the redshirt senior, taking it in for the 21-yard score.
Nice run by Fitzpatrick. There's a lot of Irishmen that jumped up in Maine right now.
Fitzpatrick with his 4th touchdown of the season.
Nice cut. Nice cut. Good solid run. High legs, strong legs. Really like Fitzpatrick when he gets his shoulders north and south, and he'll stick his foot in the ground. Has a nose for the end zone, get in there. They're answering.
Extra point is good, and the longtime boxer Joe Fitzpatrick lands a little jab here late in the first half.
And he's not a wee little lad either.
He is not. He is stout, and he took it in there for the score, much needed one. With 2:12 to go here in the first half.
I mean, Matt, come on. The Bears defense has to do something different. They are getting diced apart, trying to play man-to-man coverage and just be who they are. Understand that's who you are. But when you have 38 points scored on you and we're still in the first half, you got to get into the playbook and say, guys, we have to try something different because they're just too, Liberty's receivers and the quarterback, they're just too explosive. They're too good.
Who you are might not be who you need to be.
Right. You got to do something at this point to give yourself a chance to get a stop.
Well, first thing, they had to make sure Shadro Lewis can't return this kick. He already's taken one back tonight. He had another nice return on his last opportunity. And he waits back there right now.
Now with 2:12, let me throw a crazy idea out to you, Matt.
Okay.
With 2:12 left in the half and you just scored, would you hit him with the sneak on sides right now? Is that a potential call?
You're a riverboat gambler.
The riverboat gambler, get a little momentum, not gonna happen.
Oh, they squib it. So you try to keep it out of Shadro's hands. Picked up. That's Remington Green, who just got to live a dream there, returning the kick. He was
did you see how hype he got?
Yeah, he was ready to go.
He was so hype after he got tackled. He got up just excited. That was great. He was rumbling too. He was a rumbler and a stumbler.
So Maine probably wisely trying to keep it out of the hands of Lewis there at that kickoff.
Take Green with the ball. All his buddies
They say, I'm keeping this one.
Yeah. He's not letting go of the ball, is he? Yeah, it's going in his trophy case.
So 2:05 to go here in the first half. And this is what coaches love, these opportunities. 2-minute drill. Got a couple of timeouts in your back pocket. Let's see what you can do. Calvert has time. He's going to sling it. Looking for Gandy Golden. Rising up and knocked away. Boy, good defense there. That was Jordan Swan. The throw, underthrown. And that allowed Swan to make the play on it.
I thought if AGG would have come down with that one and walked in the end zone, I just might have taken the headset off and walked out the building, Matt.
Swan, the former UConn Husky. As we take a look at what Maine has done this season. They have not been really, a really good passing defense all year long. In fact, 13th in the nation in pass defense coming in. Josh Mack, nowhere to go. And now Maine quickly takes a timeout. So now they're thinking, they go from, boy, we just need a stop, to now it's, boy, we might have a chance to get a stop, get the ball back, and put some points on the board.
Yeah. Third down.
And wouldn't that be a big momentum shift should that occur? Nick Charlton, we told you he was the offensive coordinator last year as they had a historic season under head coach Joe Harrisimiak. He left to join PJ Fleck's staff at Minnesota after the year. And they promoted Charlton, youngest head coach in all Division I football, just 30 years old. Hugh Freeze called him one of the great young offensive minds in the country. Right now he's worrying more about the defensive side of the ball, though, the way this one has gone.
30 years old, head coach. I mean, that guy, he must be smart and be able to recruit. And that's impressive for a school, university to have that much trust in a 30-year-old to take over their program.
So 3rd and long now for Liberty. Calvert throwing near side, caught by Shadro Lewis, tries to turn it upfield. He'll have the first down. Clock stops as they move the chains. Minute 43 to go.
Another man-to-man coverage by Maine. There's just too many weapons out on the field for Liberty. Shadro Lewis, AGG, Damian King, DJ Stubbs to be able to stop him.
Calvert going to throw it up, looking for Kevin Shaw. I haven't heard his name tonight as that one pops out at the last moment, but a flag does come in.
He almost caught that.
Pass interference, defense, number 28. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That penalty going against Shaquille St. Lat.
So you think I'm on top of the shoulder pad here? A little bit earlier than that.
Oh, he almost came down with that one.
He almost made a great catch.
Calvert has completed passes to 9 different receivers tonight. He has not completed one to Kevin Shaw yet. Again, just points to the depth and explosiveness Liberty has in that receiving corps. First down, handoff, Josh Mack, room to run, right up the gut. Picks up a block from AGG and takes it all the way down to the 20. So Josh Mack's biggest run of the night.
Yeah, like you say, Matt, this is a great time to really work on your 2-minute offense. Quick plays.
And a whistle as they were trying to hustle, get that play off. Calvert saying, what's the deal?
That's a good timeout.
Timeout was called by Maine. Their 3rd and final timeout of the half. 30-second timeout.
Get that called as the Flames are ramping up the tempo.
Man, you know what I don't like?
What don't you like?
I don't like after an explosive play where they just come to the ball and then they just hand it off right up the middle.
Yeah.
See, they had an explosive play right there?
Yeah.
Throw the hitch route on the outside. You got the defense on their heels and bang, hit them on that outside hitch route and then let your guy work like they were trying to do on that last play. But luckily, Maine got the timeout just in time.
Second time these two schools have met on the football field. Last time, 92. And Maine got 5 interceptions in that game. That's 5 more than they have on the season right now. And they returned 3 of them for pick sixes.
That's impressive. Back in 92.
You know, this Maine team, the way it's gone for them, they really are due for a game like that.
Yes.
Whether it comes against the Flames or not, it's going to come at some point. They have been just on the wrong end of some bad breaks as far as forcing turnovers.
And it's literally unreal. 16-1 forced. Caused fumbles, only get 1 of them, and still no interceptions. Isn't that right, Matt? Still 0?
Yep, that's right. Calvert, pump fakes one way, comes back trying to set up a screen. Well defended. Josh Mack could not quite slip out of the grip. Taji Lowe, middle linebacker, had him around the ankle.
Yeah.
Lowe, their leading tackler, 44 on the season coming into the night. And Josh Mack gives him a high five as he makes his way back across the field.
Half. 30-second timeout.
Those guys
Please reset the game clock
bit.
to 1 minute, 4 seconds.
Taji Lowe made a really, really nice play there. Liberty had the right call on it. The Bears were bringing a blitz straight up the middle, an inside blitz straight up the middle. When you have an inside blitz straight up the middle, the play that you want called is a screen, and they had the screen called, but Taji Lowe read it, was able to chip off and make a really, really nice play.
So a minute 4 to go here in the first half. Homecoming at Liberty, also the 500th game in program history. There are some of the notable games throughout Liberty's football history, beginning back in 1973. Gotta make number 500 a W. So 2nd and 10. Calvert throwing it, and it is broken up. Trying to find Shadro Lewis. And that one broken up by Miles Taylor, the redshirt freshman out of New Rochelle, New York.
Yeah, Miles Taylor made a really, really nice play on that. But Shadro Lewis at the same time, he needs to work his route more. That's part of growing up as a freshman. He needs to be able to work his route, stick him to the inside before he goes to the post.
Struggling to limp off the field right now. He gets to the sideline. Flames offense ready to go. 3 receivers to the right. Antonio Gandy Golden all by himself at the bottom of your screen.
Yeah, they're doubling AGG with the safety over the top to the short side of the field. See Buckshot go up top now.
Just rush 3. Calvert drops it to Josh Mack. Foot race as he tries to get the edge. Now slams on the brakes. Makes a couple men miss and picks up the first down to the 6.
Yeah, you can see here where your mismatches are when you play teams one-on-ones. A live running back on a linebacker. Josh Mack's able to come underneath, make that play.
Now the handoff to Mack. And he takes it down to the 3-yard line. Clock ticking down under 40 seconds to go. Liberty does still have 1 timeout. Clock continues to run. Flames trying to get everybody situated here at the line of scrimmage. They give it to Mack again. Stopped initially, second effort, and he's in! Josh Mack against his former team, and he would not be denied.
Good to see that for Jay Mack. That was a tough run by him. Once again, his patience. Hits it up in there, waits.
He's gonna be the old Mack truck, you know, like
that's what we're talking about. Yeah, the Jay Mack truck.
That's right.
It's a Jay Mack coming down Route 460 here into Lynchburg. Blow the horn. Let them know you're there, Jay Mack.
Extra point, up and good. And what a first half for the Flames.
It's a lot of points.
That is a lot of points. 45 in the first half for Liberty. As there's really been very little this Maine defense has been able to do tonight.
Yeah, it's just the Liberty receivers are so athletic, and they're not just athletic at 1 or 2 spots. They're athletic at 5, 6 spots. And then, you know, Hugh Freeze has used the backs out of the backfield, get the mismatches with Frankie Hickson on linebackers and Jay Mack on linebackers. So it just really, really puts, with all this athleticism, Buckshot's hot right now throwing the football. It puts the Bears defense in a very difficult spot.
The folks that made their way back for Homecoming 2019, this is the way you like to kind of wrap up Homecoming weekend. Liberty band ready to take the field at halftime. We'll hear from Rhett McGibbon and company at halftime as they'll have first half stats and highlights.
Hey, Rhett McGibbon and company got that new set down
That's
there.
right. It looked sharp.
They look sharp down there, and they had the beautiful view going on. That set is well done.
We finally let him out of the studio, brought him out to the stadium. We waited until the coldest night of the year to do that. There's a look at him right there.
I'll tell you what, those are 3 great Americans right there. I mean, look at that. Give on. It's homecoming, man.
Yeah, that's right.
It's homecoming. Des Rice, Liberty legend. Old Des Rice on homecoming, when Des Rice shows up, it's like an ongoing autograph session around here.
He's a big deal.
Yeah, he's a big deal.
This Flames offense. These starters may get to sign autographs throughout the second half of this one. If it continues going this way, I don't know how much longer we'll see them. The way this one's been going, Liberty will take a 45-17 lead to the half. As explosive as we've seen this Liberty offense this year, Buckshot, Calvert dialed in, and the Flames firmly in control. We'll step aside. When we come back, Rhett and the crew will have halftime thoughts. We'll also hear from head coach Hugh Freeze as well. Stick with us. Halftime from Lynchburg coming up next.
The world's never gotten enough of it. So, we proudly bring you more of it. The new 911. Timeless machine.
The 2020 models have begun to arrive at Peppa's Toyota, so the 2019s have been dramatically reduced. During our model year-end sale, drive a 2019 Camry, only $229 a month, or a 2019 RAV4, just $229 a month, only at your #1 volume Toyota dealer in St. Louis. Get Peppa's protection, 10-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Don't miss model year-end pricing. Peppa's Toyota leads the way. Online at peppastoyota.com.
There's TV, and then there's X1. Streaming services without changing passwords and inputs, live sports and stats, and access to the most 4K content. The best TV experience is the best TV value. Xfinity X1. Simple, easy, awesome. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
Rain-X premium silicone wiper blades last 2 times longer than traditional wipers. If Rain-X premium silicone wipers survive these conditions, clearly they'll last in yours. Rain-X, outsmart the elements.
At Domino's, a delivery gone wrong doesn't just hurt your pizza night.
It hurts our pride. We're going to be expediting this order.
It could be a missing dipping sauce. It could be a wrong topping. It arrives cold.
With Domino's new delivery insurance, if your delivery isn't what you expected, make a claim and we'll make it right.
I noticed you had an issue with your last delivery.
To make up for it, I brought you a medium pizza.
Oh my gosh, thank you. You're welcome. Get 2 medium, 2-topping pizzas delivered for $5.99 each.
And put our delivery insurance to the test.
As your life grows, so do your needs. And with Bank of America and Merrill, the benefits you get can grow too. As a preferred rewards member, you can enjoy priority service and exclusive discounts, so your growing life can be more rewarding too. What would you like the power to do?
$45-17 here at homecoming weekend in Lynchburg, Virginia. Buckshot Calvert, 261 yards, 3 touchdowns, and just passed 10,000 yards in his career as a Flame. Hey, before we get into things here, we're going to head over to Melanie Newman, who caught up with head coach Hugh Freeze just moments ago.
Coach, you said earlier this week, it's not Maine that concerns me, it's us that concerns me. What are your concerns after this first half?
Yeah, we've played very poor defense, and and had too many penalties that are self-inflicted. Those are the 2 things. Offensively, I love, I finally am going our tempo, and it looks good. And, we got 350 yards at halftime and a lot of points. So defense has gotten turnovers, which is good, but we have played pretty sloppy defensively. I mean, give them a 3rd and 15, there on the last play, and they are doing they've got a good little deal that they're doing on offense. Give them credit. We've got to get in and make an adjustment on it.
We'll see how those adjustments come, Coach. Best of luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, so here's the truth of the matter. We're just about to praise the defense, and then Coach Freeze comes out and says he's not liking it. It's sloppy. Where do you guys lie in the thought process about the Flames defense?
I don't know if I'd go as far as to say sloppy. It definitely hasn't been the defense that we've seen here the last few weeks. This defense has been stout the last few weeks. Definitely some instances of sloppiness, so I can see where he's going from. What I did like that Coach Freeze said is he said he loves the tempo of the offense. We hadn't seen that, and I think they mentioned it in the broadcast. He's on the sideline, so it's looking great.
This red zone defense has been quality this year. You saw it earlier on. And then, like they said, they caused 2 turnovers, which have been big.
Yeah, the Flames defense has been opportunistic here today. And I think it's really big for them being able to get those turnovers. But as we were talking about earlier, defense has looked a lot better in previous weeks than it has here today. And I think that has to do with the tempo that the offense has been on here today. They've been driving the ball down the field so quickly. The defense has had to come back on the field so much, so often. And they're getting tired, to be honest with you.
Let's talk about Javon Scruggs and the fact that this guy, you look at him, you're like, there he goes again. You think he's going to get a touchdown last week, the pick, or 2 weeks ago, the pick, and then like 70-some yards, he's almost there, and then the fumble recovery, he gets tripped up.
Yeah, he got tripped up. Turf Monster got him, yeah. But you got to love the passion he's playing with, the intensity he's playing with tonight.
Yeah, he's grown a lot this season. Hey, we'll be back to break down some big moments here so far in the first half in Lynchburg.
In 1979, Jiffy Lube changed everything by providing the first convenient oil change service. Millions of satisfied customers later, we're still who you trust. Jiffy Lube, you can do more in a jiffy.
This is the Nest Hub from Google. It's where you can check the weather, listen to music, get directions to... Oh my gosh, that's a good shot. That's a good shot. You can pull up a recipe, see who's at the door, and when it's not doing all that, it just automatically shows you all the great photos you forgot you even had. Middle school. Wait, come back. You have to see this. So good. Sorry. What was I saying?
The 2020 models have begun to arrive at Peppa's Toyota, so the 2019s have been dramatically reduced. During our model year-end sale, drive a 2019 Camry, only $229 a month, or a 2019 RAV4, just $229 a month, only at your #1 volume Toyota dealer in St. Louis. Get Peppa's protection, 10-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Don't miss model year-end pricing. Peppa's Toyota leads the way. Online at peppastoyota.com.
Introducing a razor that works differently. The Gillette Skin Guard, designed with a guard between the blades that helps protect skin. It guards against razor burn on the neck and irritation on the face. Get the shave you've been waiting for. Gillette Skin Guard.
At Domino's, a delivery gone wrong doesn't just hurt your pizza night.
It hurts our pride. We're going to be expediting this order.
It could be a missing dipping sauce. It could be a wrong topping. It arrives cold.
With Domino's new delivery insurance, if your delivery isn't what you expected, make a claim, and we'll make it right.
I noticed you had an issue with your last delivery.
To make up for it, I brought you a medium pizza.
Oh my gosh, thank you. You're welcome. Get 2 medium, 2-topping pizzas delivered for $5.99 each.
And put our delivery insurance to the test.
As your life grows, so do your needs. And with Bank of America and Merrill, the benefits you get can grow too. As a preferred rewards member, you can enjoy priority service and exclusive discounts, so your growing life can be more rewarding too. What would you like the power to do?
Crunchy satisfaction and cheesy perfection.
Ooh, who's winning?
I'm talking about Cheez-It, the perfect cheesy snack to watch the game with.
You know, I almost went pro, but I blew out my knee.
You don't have any knees, Cheese.
Man.
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
Flames up 28 here at the half. And guys, let's go back to the beginning of this football game. The Flames able to score a touchdown at minute 19. And then Maine goes on just a fantastic drive. Took 7 minutes, 10 seconds. It looks like they get a touchdown. It's taken away. It feels like this game could have had a much different complexion at this point if they're able to get that initial touchdown.
Right, that was certainly a momentum swing there. I mean, it's really reminiscent of the Syracuse game here. We drive down against Syracuse, and then you have the fumble there on the 3-yard line. Completely changed the game. That's really what happened here to Maine in the first half. They drive down the field to get a touchdown, only to get called back. I mean, that's devastating for a team. They only come away with 3, and with Liberty scoring the way they are, that is really, really devastating.
And I would say Maine's offense isn't really doing much except finding the opportunities to gain yards and get those yards down the field. We've seen a couple good plays from Maine. What they're trying to do is they're finding guys sitting in zones. They're able to get the yards they need to move downfield, and that's where Coach Freeze comes up with they're not playing great on defense because Maine is finding and exposing some of these gaps in the defense.
All right, Antonio Gandy Golden, this is the guy we talk about. It seems like it's a broken record, but still, what more is there for him to prove? He's basically number one in every single category. We know his draft stock is in that first to second round area of the NFL coming up here. What more can this guy do to awe us, basically?
At this point, there's nothing more that he can do that is going to, wow scouts. He's constantly making one-handed catches, constantly making guys miss. Really, the best thing he can do is to stay consistent throughout the rest of this season. If he's consistent, if he dominates competition, he's going to play at the next level.
Did you feel like coming, out of New Mexico State that last game, didn't do a ton, comes into this game and you felt like, okay, I need to have a good week?
Yeah, I don't think it was him per se that said he had to have a big week. I think it was the entire offense. They had to get going because that's what we've seen from this offense. What Des said, he has to dominate these teams that he should dominate like he is tonight.
Other side of the ball quickly, Electric Ernie, we're calling him. He's been the lone bright spot.
Yeah, and you saw the first play of the game. They actually tried to throw. He actually tried to make a pass because he has 2 passing touchdowns on the season. He's shifty, like I just said. He's great with his body control, and can break away when he needs to. Definitely their best player on the night.
We'll see if he can get the Black Bears offense going here as we enter the second half. Make sure you stay with us. We got stats coming up after the break.
December 30th is National Bacon Day. At AARP, we're all about bacon, especially everyone bringing home the bacon. It's why we have tips and tools to help in any stage of your career. Today's the day to get your slice, and AARP is here to help.
This is the Nest Hub from Google. It's where you can check the weather, listen to music, get directions to... Oh my gosh, that's a good shot. That's a good shot. You can pull up a recipe, see who's at the door, and when it's not doing all that, it just automatically shows you all the great photos you forgot you even had. Middle school. Wait, come back. You have to see this. So good. Sorry. What was I saying?
The 2020 models have begun to arrive at Peppa's Toyota, so the 2019s have been dramatically reduced. During our model year-end sale, drive a 2019 Camry, only $229 a month, or a 2019 RAV4, just $229 a month. Only at your #1 volume Toyota dealer in St. Louis. Get Peppa's protection, 10-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Don't miss model year-end pricing. Peppa's Toyota leads the way. Online at peppastoyota.com.
With the all-new Silverado HD, Silverado's now the only truck brand that can offer trucks with best-in-class towing, or trucks with best-in-class camera technology, or larger, more functional beds than any competitor. The only truck that can compare to a Silverado is another Silverado. Or get a total value of over $9,300 on this Silverado with a larger, more functional bed than any competitor. Or during truck month, make no monthly payments for 90 days.
See your Baltimore area Chevy dealers.
There's no blood test for adversity. It's the hardships we face that truly give us courage to do the right thing, even when it's the hard thing. It's what we do every day.
Bucks Celtics, Clippers Jazz, Wednesday on ESPN. Ball for all.
As your life grows, so do your needs. And with Bank of America and Merrill, the benefits you get can grow too. As a preferred rewards member, you can enjoy priority service and exclusive discounts, so your growing life can be more rewarding too. What would you like the power to do?
Crunchy satisfaction and cheesy perfection.
Ooh, who's winning?
I'm talking about Cheez-It, the perfect cheesy snack to watch the game with.
You know, I almost went pro, but I blew out my knee.
You don't have any knees, Cheese.
Man. Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
Well, we mentioned this has been an impressive game so far for Buckshot Calvert, over 10,000 yards in his career as a Flame. We'll take a look at the rest of the stats here, as these are the first half stats presented by Carter Bank and Trust. And passing yards for Liberty through the roof.
Yeah, as it should be, as this team is a tempo passing team. What's also surprising is that they haven't been able to get their run game going as we thought they would, with a dominant performance from either Frankie, Peyton Pickett, or Josh Mack.
Now, with that being said, you know, I don't think that they're failing to get the run game going here. I just think that they are really establishing the pass game here tonight. I mean, these drives have been so quick. We're trying to get the ball out of Buckshot's hands, trying to get it to these receivers. I think the run game will pick up in the second half.
Real quick, Coach Free says he wants warp speed. Do you think we'll see more of that in the second half?
I think we're going to see them just go even faster, pedal to the metal.
All right, here's Electric Ernie. Maine's going to need a little bit more of this as they trail by 28 heading into the third quarter.
Waffles, nice choice. Feed the whole team with Hampton by Hilton's newly reimagined free hot breakfast. Hampton by Hilton, college football stays here.
Today, Molly got dressed for a big night out with her closest friends. Sasha got dressed to crush her job interview.
It looks good.
Alex got dressed to present a big idea he's been working on for months. And our stylists helped millions of other Americans get dressed for millions of other personal moments, big and small. At Stitch Fix, we don't just see your size or style.
Sasha Green?
We see you. Stitch Fix, personal styling for everybody.
Why, Juju?
Sorry, man. I went to USC. If you get thirsty, you can drink your shirt.
Rated E for everyone.
I don't think you can beat Ferrari. Boom, boom, boom. All due respect, Mr. Ford. We're lighter, faster. And that don't work, we're nastier. You're welcome.
Ford versus Ferrari. Rated PG-13. Tickets available now.
Trick or treat. Happy Halloween. What do you got? Yawn. Pleasure doing business with you.
The Mexican Grand Prix, today at 2:30 p.m. on ABC.
Right now, a movement of young people are stepping up to shred hate and choose kindness.
Join one of the largest anti-cyberbullying campaigns ever. Text SHRED to 38383.
DoSomething.org. Let's do this.
Are you ready for all the football, all the time, in a season that never ends? Well, these 6 planes are ready. This grandpa's ready. The fans are ready. The teams are ready. Are you ready?
Mexico City, where the altitude is high. Hamilton can be on top of the world today.
The Mexican Grand Prix, today at 2:30 p.m. on ABC.
(45-17), Liberty leading Maine, and Melanie is standing by right now with Maine head coach Nick Charlton.
Coach, you said coming into today, this Liberty team is beatable. So what have been some of your takeaways after you kind of started to pick up a little momentum there towards the end of that half?
Well, we got to stop them. You know, they do a really nice job on offense. I got a lot of respect, Coach Freeze, and what they do. But at the end of the day, we got to stop them. And they're being too efficient, too explosive right now. We got to make some changes. We got to adjust.
All right, we'll see those adjustments, Coach. Best of luck.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, adjustments coming on the defensive side of the ball for sure. Liberty has done whatever it's wanted, 329 total yards. And yes, this is supposed to be happening here at halftime as the lights go out and have a little light show. Flames firing up here at Williams Stadium as you get a look at the new remodeled Liberty Football Center that's being worked on throughout this season. But defensively, Maine has just not had an answer. You talked about them being in man coverage and how Liberty has exploited that throughout the night.
Yeah, you know, talk about adjustments, but make those halftime adjustments. 45 points. You got to talk adjustments a little bit before then.
Yeah.
But let's see if they try to do something differently here in the second half and get the ball here to start. Maybe go down, score a touchdown. You never know what can happen.
Still a long way to go in this.
Yep.
Alex Probert will boot it away. Electric Ernie Edwards awaiting the kick. Half number 2 is underway. Alex Probert hasn't gotten enough credit for the job he has done this season in the kickoff game. And the Flames have limited some good returners that they've run into throughout the season.
Yeah, that's an important part of the football game. You have Ernest Edwards deep there. If you can't kick it to the end zone, you give him the opportunity to put his hands on the ball. You never know what he can do, so just to eliminate that part of the football game is very important.
Well, Jesse Lemonnier, we're talking about records being set here tonight. Lemonnier moving up the Flames tackle list. He's now the 4th active Flame with 100 or more tackles. Good players there on that list on this Flames defense. Formation there for Maine, trying a little misdirection right out of the gate. Devin Young got it and went nowhere.
Solomon Ajayi on the tackle there. Between Solomon Ajayi, Jesse Lemonnier, and Austin Lewis, those 3 players really lead that Liberty defense. And then the secondary has really stepped it up this year. They played more man-to-man coverage. They brought in some young guys to play, and you can see the drastic improvements all the way across the board for the Liberty defense.
So no gain on first down. And looks to the sideline. Now running it. And again, nowhere to go. Fitzpatrick swarmed and dropped for a loss. Well, Hugh Freeze was not pleased with the defense going into the half.
Yeah.
He made that pretty clear. Looks like the defense may have gotten the message. They're flying around here on the first couple of plays of the second half.
Yeah, what you saw the Bears offensive line be pretty effective as the game progressed and be able to run the ball. And now you're starting to see Liberty get more push-up field to be able to get in the backfield to start making some of those plays.
3rd and long. Play clock at 10.
Liberty's in there 2-man, but Maine went to an audible, so they bumped out of it, now playing zone coverage.
Yano looking downfield, has time in the pocket. It's Edwards coming across, picks up a block, little stutter step, now lowers the shoulder, and is spun down right around that first down marker. And they're going to give it to him.
That was a football play by Edwards. And that kid has a football IQ. To be able to catch that ball, he was patient, and then he knew how to spin, turn his body, and find a way to get to that first down marker. You look at this right here. He doesn't have anything. Patient, cut back inside, wait, now turn, spin, find a way to get to the line of scrimmage, to the marker for a first down.
3 catches, 78 yards, and a score tonight for Edwards. They get it to him again, trying to get around the edge. Not happening. Quickly wrapped up. That's the freshman Keitrell Clark. This kid has impressed week after week after week.
And here's what you like about Keitrell Clark is that he's a freshman, he's not a big kid, but he gets off blocks well. The receiver came out to block him right there. He's able to shed the block and be able to get around and stop that thing in the backfield.
Clark has gotten a lot of playing time with Bajor Wilson's injury earlier this year. Wilson got ejected in the first half for targeting, so you're going to see a lot more of Keitrell Clark here in the second half now. A little trickery now coming near side. Edwards again with it, cuts it up, slowed down and dropped. Solomon Ajayi got a hand on him and would not let go. You're seeing though, they try to get anything they can. They're calling a little misdirection, a little trickery here to try to create some energy and create something positive offensively.
Great tackle by Solomon Ajayi. He's a tough kid to tackle in the open field. For a linebacker, middle linebacker, to make that tackle one-on-one was very impressive by Solomon Ajayi.
Edwards checks out here on this 3rd and long. Fitzpatrick motions into the backfield.
A little cat and mouse game going on between Scott Simons.
Play clock winding down. They just did get it off in time. Pocket starting to collapse. Jesse Lemonnier there and takes him down. Lemonnier with the sack. His 6.5 sacks now on the season for Jesse Lemonnier.
This is what they refer to in the defensive football world as a good old-fashioned coverage sack right there. Has nowhere to go with the football. It's a step up until Jesse's able to collapse the pocket and bring him down, force him into a 4th and 12.
So the defense does the job here on the first possession of the second half. DJ Stubbs back to return. Waves for a fair catch and makes it at about the 24-yard line. So Jesse Lemonnier ranked 16th in the country in sacks coming in with 5.5, now up to 6.5 on the year. He told us, what did he say, 15, I think is what he said he'd like to get.
He's going for the record, I think.
Last year, yeah, he had 10. And was just the 3rd player in Liberty history to ever get 10 sacks. So yeah, he is having a fine season and really doing a lot more than just rushing the passer.
Yeah.
We've seen him even grow as a player, I feel like, in this his senior season. Frankie Hickson takes the handoff and just gets on down. That one was dead from the outset. Well, there's a guy that Maine wishes they had in the first half. Manny Patterson, defensive back, preseason FCS All-American. Had to sit out the first half because of targeting penalty last week. They have him in there now, and well, I got to think guys that have to sit for a first half are just chomping at the bit.
Yes.
Like he's all ready to go.
Manny Patterson waiting on a matchup with AGG.
Going to your side, did he catch it? Wow, great catch, Noah Frith. So they're able to get a nice chunk of yardage there to bring up 3rd and manageable.
Whoa, he scooped that.
Yeah, he did.
Turf.
Fish was getting a lot of help from that Flame sideline.
Yep.
And you know what? When you got a chance to stop the game and review it,
yeah, we're gonna do it.
In a
The ruling on the
45-17
field
game,
was a completed catch.
You don't pass up.
The previous play is under further review.
Previous play.
So they'll look at some of the views we just looked at. Frith is saying, my man, I told you I caught it. Just believe me.
I haven't been good on my reviews today. Now, I will say that there's probably a lot of Maine fans that agree with me, but I'll call this one a catch. Haven't even seen it, but I'm calling it a catch. It was just... Ooh, boy. I might have to change my decision. What do you think, Matt? Are you going to give it to him? Is there enough?
You know what? The first time I saw it, I thought it was absolutely a
Oh, my
catch.
goodness. That looks like a catch there. That looked like a catch. This angle doesn't look like a catch.
I don't know. I don't know what is what tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just, we all have our off nights. I just think tonight that's us. That's what we are.
I'm saying that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm going catch.
Can we just enjoy the process?
Yeah,
We have to make predictions.
Embrace the process.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the best.
There, one more look. Oh, wow, we even get the zoom in there.
That's catch.
It's
catch.
That looks like a catch.
It's a catch. I mean, man, they don't call me Joe Eagle Eye for
That's
nothing.
true.
That's
true.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to have to bring this stuff up myself.
I know. Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah.
You hate to,
I hate to have to
toot
do
your own
that.
horn there. Yeah.
Yeah, but somebody's got to do it. And, it's certainly not going to be you.
Well, Frith, if it does stand, as we get, we're getting like, oh boy.
Oh my God.
I don't know. We're getting closer and closer, and I'm getting more and more confused.
Shout out to the camera squad.
Yeah.
That was a Johnny on the spot. That was about as good a look as you could get.
If it stands, it's the second catch of the ball game for Frith. He had a touchdown grab. Actually, the first touchdown of the ball game way back in the first quarter. I think the only other reception.
I think the boys in the replay booth are having a cup of coffee over this thing.
They're getting that. They're hitting up that halftime snack bar, waiting for him to get back.
Yeah, I mean this.
Oh boy, that one now. Right. Now, how you feeling, Eagle Eye?
Eagle Eye. I'm still saying you can't overturn it, but I've been wrong. I've been terrible tonight with these calls. Well, I told them not even to review the touchdown, and they called it back.
Yeah.
Here we go. After further review.
After further review, the ball skipped off the ground, therefore it's an incomplete pass. It will be 3rd down and 14 from the 20-yard line. The clock is correct.
Officially now you have lost the time.
No, you can't do that. I've been 100% for like 2 years now, and a guy has a little bit of an off day. I mean, every Eagle goes without a snack every once in a while, you know? There's only so many mice you can catch.
Yeah. So after all that, 3rd and 14. 4 wide receivers set. They give it to Frankie Hickson. He's got some room to run. Turns on the Jets. Little stutter step, angles back and taken down just shy of midfield. A 1st down and a whole lot more.
Hickson takes the 3rd down carry for a 30-yard gain.
Once again, Frankie, this is the play they've been trying to use. Bounce, hit it up there, bounce, get outside. But this has got to be so frustrating for the Bears defense. 3rd and 14, they convert on a running play.
Now thrown for, nearly picked. A flag comes in. I don't know if Maine got their players off the field in time. They may have had an extra one on the field when that ball was snapped. They were scrambling to make a substitution. And it's been a long night for Nick Charlton.
Illegal substitution defense. 12 players were on the field. 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
Well, it's a great strategy if you can get away with it. Take a look at the keys to the game that you talked about back at the outset.
Yeah, you look at that right there. Definitely haven't won the one-on-one matches. 10 receptions, wide receiver, 177 yards, and then Buckshot has had the time that he's needed in the pocket to throw the football.
Right up the middle, Hickson makes a man miss, still on his feet, down inside the 30. And the Lynchburg native having a really good night running the football. He's now up over 70 yards on the ground.
Frankie looks good.
Flames keep the tempo, keep it coming, fire. Antonio Gandy Golden, who's wrestled down inside the 10. That was Manny Patterson on the coverage. As he's finding out what Shaquille St. Lot probably told him at the half. Yeah, good luck, buddy. You take him for a half. Calvin coming the other way, DJ Stubbs, and he walks in. This offense, running the football, passing the football, running backs, receive, everybody is clicking tonight.
Clicking, that's the word. You said I stole the word right out of my mouth. Clicking is, they're firing on all cylinders. And this is the thing that I like, man. After an explosive play, you come right back and you go quick, and you throw the slant to Gandy Golden. You don't just run the ball at the middle. You get a one-on-one matchup on the outside, throw it to Gandy Golden. Now DJ Stubbs walks into the end zone.
Buckshot Calvert, as see the extra point go through now, 19 of 27 for 288 and 4 TDs. Remember, Buckshot needed 336 for the all-time passing record coming in. He is closing that gap in a hurry. Liberty leads at 52-17.
The world's never gotten enough of it. So, we proudly bring you more of it. The new 911. Timeless machine.
The 2020 models have begun to arrive at Peppa's Toyota, so the 2019s have been dramatically reduced. During our model year-end sale, drive a 2019 Camry, only $229 a month, or a 2019 RAV4, just $229 a month, only at your #1 volume Toyota dealer in St. Louis. Get Peppa's protection, 10-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Don't miss model year-end pricing. Peppa's Toyota leads the way. Online at peppastoyota.com.
There's TV, and then there's X1. Streaming services without changing passwords and inputs, live sports and stats, and access to the most 4K content. The best TV experience is the best TV value. Xfinity X1. Simple, easy, awesome. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
There's no blood test for adversity.
It's the hardships we face that truly give us courage to do the right thing, even when it's the hard thing. It's what we do every day.
As your life grows, so do your needs. And with Bank of America and Merrill, the benefits you get can grow too. As a Preferred Rewards member, you can enjoy priority service and exclusive discounts, so your growing life can be more rewarding too. What would you like the power to do?
One mustache, one blade, in one go. One blade is all you need. Shape or shave any length. Be your best you. Innovation and you. Phillips Norelco.
Whatever this Liberty coaching staff was doing during the bye week, it's working. Thankfully, Melanie, she's been digging a little bit. She knows what they were up to. Tell us about it.
That's right, guys. So just apart from that recruiting, which is a whole beast in itself, he said they focus on KPI, key performance indicators. Every single department that is tangled in this football program, down to academics, meets with Coach Freeze, and he said, we address everything because in football, you can't have fake news. It's black and white. The stats are the stats, and it is what it is, and it gives us the chance to attack everything head on because it's season 2. They're 0-0 for the next 4 games. They're going to see how those KPI can really tie into this team and if they can target them accurately.
Joe, you might say the KPI have been A-OK to me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Any chance you have to use.
You know what line I liked right
What's
there?
that?
In football, there's no fake news.
Yeah, he did. He said, yeah, I like that.
That's a great line.
Well, this offense, nothing fake about it tonight. 400 total yards, 52 points. But Hugh Freeze, you tell, like, he's one, great coaches are like this. You look at the scoreboard, you say, oh man, this is great. Everybody should be happy. When did you go into the half? Our defense stunk.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So right now, you know he's still picking out those little things. Great coaches always find the little mistakes, even in, blowout wins.
Touchdown.
Taking a shot. Electric Ernie behind the defense. Stays on his feet. Still on his feet. Finally wrapped up and dropped. The freshman Keitrell Clark should be thanking Joe Mignano that pass was underthrown, or else
he was. Had to slow down for it to be able to come into the game, opportunity to save a touchdown, live to fight another play.
So a big play there for Black Bear offense deep in the Flames territory now. A handoff, not much happening. Emmanuel Reed, as the Flames have done a good job bottling up the run game. They've held Maine to a little less than 3.5 yards a carry tonight. This is the Maine team. If you didn't watch this early on, they are without their starting quarterback, Chris Ferguson. A really good junior quarterback, true freshman. Getting the go tonight. Throws that one up, and fortunate that it falls incomplete as he was trying to fit one into Devin Young. I mean, you'd say Joe Mignano, as a true freshman, has battled tonight.
Absolutely.
Made some good plays. He's done some things nicely with his feet. You wouldn't, if you're pointing at what went wrong, I don't think he makes the top 2 or 3 things.
No, not at all. This kid, for a freshman, has played very well. You know, most of the sacks that he's taken have been coverage sacks. He's thrown some really nice balls, but against this Liberty defense that plays really good man-to-man coverage this evening, he's got to fit the ball into some tight windows.
And the ball, Devin Young running near side, stutter step, and falls down after a short pickup. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Seneca Espinoza coming up to make the tackle.
Yeah, definitely have to go for it right here. 4th and about, looks like about 5 or 6.
Well, that's the kind of call you make when you know you're going to go for it. You don't have to get it all in one chunk. So now you get 4th and 6. Take a look at Nick Charlton. He calls all his own plays.
right, let's see. There's been a little cat and mouse game between Coach Charlton and Scott Simons, giving one look and then audibling out to a different look, and the defense doing the same thing.
Has time in the pocket, has a man open, thrown downfield, and it's dropped. His tight end, Sean Bowman, all by his lonesome, and they couldn't connect. Well, the play was perfect, but they couldn't execute, and the Flames will get the football back.
So I can video call someone on their smartphone even if they don't have a portal?
That's right. Think of all the people you'd call.
Well, there's you and,
Portal! From Facebook.
The world's never gotten enough of it. So, we proudly bring you more of it. The new 911. Timeless machine.
The 2020 models have begun to arrive at Peppa's Toyota, so the 2019s have been dramatically reduced. During our model year-end sale, drive a 2019 Camry, only $229 a month, or a 2019 RAV4, just $229 a month. Only at your #1 volume Toyota dealer in St. Louis. Get Peppa's protection, 10-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Don't miss model year-end pricing. Peppa's Toyota leads the way. Online at peppastoyota.com.
There's no blood test for adversity. It's the hardships we face that truly give us courage to do the right thing, even when it's the hard thing. It's what we do every day.
Looking smooth. Feed the whole team with Hampton by Hilton's newly reimagined free hot breakfast.
Mr. Davis?
Hampton by Hilton. College football stays here.
Taco Bell party packs are available for delivery. Nothing can stop us now. What does everyone want tonight? Tacos, tacos. Now what's gonna start this party off right? Tacos, tacos. You can call us crazy, that's okay. We'll get party packs delivered any day. Tacos. Bring the party with Taco Bell party packs. Get your first delivery free on orders of $12 or more, only on Grubhub.
Well, the folks here at Williams Stadium, they've had a lot of reason to celebrate tonight. 52-17, their Flames on top. Those youngsters up past their bedtime. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
It's Saturday night. It's homecoming.
You know what, though? It's time to move on past the floss. Those kids are flossing.
Months ago.
Yeah, you got to get young guy. You got to get caught up with the times. Flossing's over.
Hey, we got a Pop Robinson sighting.
Yes, love Pop.
Young quarterback coming in to replace Buckshot Calvert. Robinson, redshirt freshman out of Maplewood, New Jersey. And he's going to keep it. And still on his feet, makes another man miss. Oh, look out, Pop. Oh, Pop. How about that? Goes from nothing to something, a little spin on top of it. Young fellow, we've seen him run it well before, and this gets dangerous with his feet.
There's a little corner in that Pop right there.
It looked like Keon Whitaker had him dead to rights. Robinson spun out of it. Picked up 7. And now we get Landon Brown checking in. Brown with a handoff. It's Josh Mack. Looks like he's going to be real close to the first down, and they'll give it to him. Landon Brown, so basically the backup quarterback situation is this. First of all, we need to talk about that mustache. That is nicely trimmed, manicured, if you will. Brings back memories of it. Oh gosh, who was what are you going to say?
Come on, I got one. Every time I give you my references, you got Minshew, of course,
sure,
right? But that's not what I was saying. But every time I give my references to you, they're too old. Right? And you're like, I don't know. He's like a young Burt Reynolds.
Okay. I was going to say
Magnum PI.
Yeah, Magnum PI. That's where I was headed. Yeah. Handoff coming near side. That's Mack. Submarine, and he'll go down. Basically, the backup quarterback situation behind Buckshot Calvert is this. Remember earlier in the year, Jonathan Bennett suffered the really horrific leg injury. The passing backup, if you will. Pop Robinson more the running threat at the quarterback spot.
I'm really interested in seeing Landon Brown play. You know, we saw him in the press conference. He's very intelligent, well-spoken young man. He knows the game of football, so really want to see if Coach Freeze will allow him to step back and throw the ball, and we get a good look at him here. With, you know, there's still 4 minutes left in the third quarter, so plenty of time for him to get some quality reps in.
And off to Peyton Pickett. Goes into a pile, picks up a couple of yards. Well, with Buckshot Calvert's night being done, he finishes 19 of 27, 288 yards and 4 touchdowns. That also means going into next week's game at Rutgers, he is going to be 48 yards behind Josh Woodrum for the most passing yards in program history.
And I thought he was going to have an outside shot at getting it tonight, and just took him out a little bit early.
Brown going to deliver the pass. That one, interception. Stop the presses. An interception for Maine, their first of the season, as that one pops up and is snagged by Rich Carr. He has the only fumble recovery too. So this man, he's living right.
That's the old saying. It's finally good to get the monkey off your back, and they were able to do that after. Oh, look at that! They're celebrating like, man, we needed that one.
So Rich Carr, the sophomore out of Philadelphia, able to snag out. I believe that pass was intended for Caleb Coleman and popped up in the air.
Let's take a look at it right here. See if Caleb had a chance to make a play. That was just a good defensive play.
Yeah.
I mean, corner broke hard on the ball, popped it up in the air, able to get the interception.
And you get the bear head. What is that? Yeah. Maybe that's their. Oh, look out! Oh, man. A big hit coming off the edge. That's Jayon Sanders. And we may have a black bear down. That looks like that's Tyler Royal. It's a little slow to get up. But Jayon just came loose.
Yeah. He got the edge, and that was a good old-fashioned lookout block right there.
Clock ticks down towards 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Sanders, a junior, made a couple of nice plays tonight. As you'll probably see and are seeing, a lot of backups make their way onto the field for this Liberty defense as well. Handoff. Not much running room. Tyron Dupree there to make the tackle, as Joe Fitzpatrick not able to get a lot. But this can be an important time. You always say, oh, it's a blowout, everybody out, you want to leave early. This is critical time for these young guys. You get some time on the field, maybe you catch a coach's eye.
That's
maybe
right.
you just get some reps so you feel comfortable when it matters, when you're forced into action later on in the year.
You know, there's one thing when you watch the film the next day, Matt, that's not on the board, and that's the score.
Yeah.
When those coaches watch the film, they don't care what the score is. They want to see your effort, your toughness, and how you play.
Right. Nice carry there by Devin Young, as he's 2 yards shy of what they needed for the first down, but will give them a 4th and short opportunity.
Yeah, that's a nice run by Devin Young. He fought his way through traffic.
So 4th and 2. Offense still on the field. Vignano running the option, now cutting it up. Has the first down. And about 5 yards on the carry. The other thing you got to be a little bit, wary of if you're Maine is going a 52-17 game, you also don't want to get your quarterback hurt.
Yes.
Because as far as we've been told, Chris Ferguson's injury is not just a one-week deal. It might extend a little bit longer.
Right. Yeah, and this is not a conference game for them, so they definitely want to try to stay healthy as they can.
running out of time. Pressure coming off the edge. Avoids Clark. Tries to avoid it. Does another man. And Clark comes all the way back into the play and gets him down. Keytrup Clark says, make me miss once, not twice.
You know, I really like Fiano's ability to stay alive, though. I mean, this kid's a true freshman out here. It gives him a little slip right there. You know, these plays start happening later in the season where he's able to step into a throw and have a little bit more confidence and make that downfield. He has the athleticism. You can tell the potential for him to be a really good quarterback is there.
Well, Nick Charlton said this guy is further along than Chris Ferguson was when he got here. He thinks he's very advanced for a true freshman. Is getting free and taking it all the way for the touchdown. I think that's Jaquan Blair. Didn't look like that play was going to go for a whole lot, and somehow he squirted free and took it the distance. So the senior out of Harrisburg, PA, with his 4th receiving touchdown this season. And this is really all, at this point, you're Nick Charlton, you say, I just want to see that effort still there. I just want to see that edge still there. Forget the scoreboard.
Jaquan Blair's a good player. He catches the ball well over the middle. He's a big target, and you see right there his patience, and then yaks yards after catch for the touchdown.
Extra point, up and good. That'll get us to a break. 8 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Liberty leading big with Maine continuing. Play hard.
Did you start the car?
Uh-huh.
Go.
Lock it, find it, start it. From anywhere with Remote Connect.
There's no blood test for adversity. It's the hardships we face that truly give us courage to do the right thing, even when it's the hard thing. It's what we do every day.
No matter how you define your family or classify your business, Burton works to help enhance what matters most to you, your family and your business. Burton, understanding the value of the family and the business.
Lynchburg, Virginia, and the Liberty Flames lead Maine 52-24 right now. And as we just took a look there at Joe Fagnano, the quarterback for Maine, really an impressive performance tonight for the true freshman quarterback who had to step up in a very last-minute situation. We've already discussed that throughout the game tonight, but it's more than that. And the reason that Charlton is so impressed by that true freshman and what he does out on the field, they had a bye week before their game last week against Richmond. He lost a member of his family, so he actually didn't get a bye week at all. He was gone to give an homage and remember that family member who had fallen for them. And Charlton said he showed up that next Sunday and rolled right in. He knew that he had work to do, and he has handled it like a true professional ever since. He's really excited about that freshman's future.
Yeah, he has really shown some stuff tonight, and really you should be excited if you're a Maine fan as they try a little onside action. It is recovered. The question, did it go far enough? And they say, yeah, it's going to be Maine football. So that will get Hugh Freeze fired up, and no doubt special teams coordinator Tanner Burns, who's out there on the field right now kind of shaking his head. No doubt that was talked about.
Yeah.
So you have to be aware.
Yeah. If there's ever a time to do the onside, that was.
And so Maine dials it up perfectly. A little hot. And that was easy. That's about as easy as it comes.
Good kick. Perfect. Perfect execution.
So Maine comes right back onto the field. And that look sums it up for Hugh Freeze. Not too thrilled. Pignano swings it out. Catch made. That's Jaquan Blair. Gets to the edge. And knocked down after about 9.5 yard gain.
Yeah, you know, Jaquan Blair, who they have gotten the ball to, so just scored the touchdown and gotten the ball to him. You know, I'm surprised he hasn't been more involved in the offense earlier in the game. He is a really, really good player. And like I said before, he's a big target, catches the ball well, willing to go over the middle and make plays.
And that'll get us to the end of the third quarter. 1 quarter to go. Liberty leading Maine 52-24.
Did you start the car?
Uh-huh.
Go.
Lock it, find it, start it. From anywhere with Remote Connect.
The world's never gotten enough of it. So, we proudly bring you more of it. The new 911. Timeless machine.
There's TV, and then there's X1. Streaming services without changing passwords and inputs, live sports and stats, and access to the most 4K content. The best TV experience is the best TV value. Xfinity X1. Simple, easy, awesome. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
Juju, what do you guys do on a bye week?
Buy some stuff from Pizza Hut. Oh, this stuff. Oh.
Call Pizza Hut now. Get 2 or more of your favorites from the 5 and Up lineup, starting at just $5 each. You can't have football without the Hut.
Here's a good Halloween trick. Buy a bunch of Reese's. There you go. Turn off all the lights in your house. Yeah. And then you just don't answer the door. Not sorry, Reese's.
There's no blood test for adversity. It's the hardships we face that truly give us courage to do the right thing, even when it's the hard thing. It's what we do every day.
Waffles, nice choice. Feed the whole team with Hampton by Hilton's newly reimagined free hot breakfast. Hampton by Hilton, college football stays here.
Time for my one chore of the day. My mower.
The number one, seen it, covered it. At Farmers Insurance, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Touch is the most important thing that I do. I like to feel things. I love something feeling intuitive. I love something feeling natural. It's awesome. It gets me super excited.
Will somebody wear me to the fair?
Boom. Upgraded. Honestly, doesn't feel any different. You okay, bro?
Rated E for everyone.
Bravo team moving to checkpoint.
Sometimes the front lines are in our own backyard.
Civilians, 2 o'clock. Give me your hand.
Make a difference in your community, serving part-time in the Army National Guard.
Maine not going away quietly into the night as they start off the fourth quarter with possession of the ball. They trail by 28, and a large part of that, though, is the play of Buckshot Calvert earlier in this game. As you said, he got 10,000 yards, and this is a guy that has not thrown a pick now in 5 games.
Buckshot's mindset is an overall play elevated when Hugh Freeze came into a press conference after one of those games where everyone was kind of down him and said, he's my guy. Hugh Freeze has instilled nothing but confidence in Buckshot, and it's paying off on the field.
I think he was a little bit in his head to start this season out. The Flames started out 0-2. You know, he looked antsy in the pocket. He looked unsure of himself. But we've seen, not only in this game, but the previous 4 games before it, he has got that confidence, as Matt was just saying. He is poised in the pocket. He's able to find different receivers, not just depending on AGG. He's doing a great job, and he'll continue doing that for the rest of the season.
As night is done tonight, and with that, we head back to the booth with Matt and Joe.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Great point there about Buckshot. And yeah, he didn't early in the season. He didn't even have much of a pocket to work with, especially in that opener against Syracuse. But his play, the play of the offensive line, all kind of going hand in hand. Is Maine going to take a shot down the field, and it's caught. Touchdown, Black Bears. Andre Miller snags it for the score.
That was a nice throw. That thing was on a rope. It was deep. It was on the spot. Watch this.
Well, the fourth quarter starts with a bang.
Good read.
Nano to Miller.
Work the safety out of the middle of the field. Cover 0. High over the top. Tack the football. Bears are not walking into the night quietly.
Extra point attempt. Skipped in, loose, bobble around, look out. This is trouble, and down goes Kenny Doak. And he may be injured as he's grabbing at that foot. With a snap, rolled in there, it couldn't be handled. And then chaos broke out as Doak tried to make something out of nothing. And for a team that's already suffered some injuries this year, Maine may have just suffered another one. Let's take a look at what's transpired so far tonight as they tend to the Maine kicker. This Liberty offense nearly unstoppable throughout most of the evening. Former Black Bear Josh Mack got a touchdown against his old teammates. Noah Frith got the party started with a great grab. Special teams got involved as well. A lot of explosive plays throughout the night has gotten us to this point. Scoring 52-30, and just under 19,000 would see it here for the Flames. 18,944 the official attendance on homecoming 2019.
A lot of big plays in this game. Watching those highlights, a lot of explosive plays.
Well, Kenny Doak, unfortunately, has to be helped off the field.
I mean, the Bears can't catch a break.
They can't.
I mean, your field goal kicker gets injured on an extra point. You don't see that very often. It's just it's a shame.
And early in the year, Deshaun Stevens gets hurt. The starting quarterback Chris Ferguson gets hurt. We talked about the bad breaks they've had as far as forcing turnovers. Yeah, it's been a tough year for Maine fans and certainly for that staff. So they'll kick it away. You think those special teams unit think they're a little ready for something now? Maybe got a little talking to. Hands team in there for Liberty.
Kicking it deep.
This one will be taken. Fair catch was called for by Hickson.
Oh, I didn't realize that rule right there, man. So if you fair catch and hits the ground, you pick it up, it's still dead then, right? No matter what.
You know, we saw a play, I think it was in college. It was in college last week, actually, where a kid did that, called a fair catch, it bounced, he picked it up and kneeled it, and they said, you're down at the 1. So I was with you. I thought you had to actually.
Yeah, so like right there, he kicked it on the ground, he fair caught it, but the ball hit the ground, and they got it, they blow it dead. So I guess that's...
The ruling on the field, the receiver gave a fair catch signal, then recovered the ball. First down.
Okay.
Let's sum that up. Guess so.
We've had our struggles tonight.
Yeah,
just
rules.
Interpreting the rules and what we've seen. So pass sails wide of the target.
Buckshot back in?
It is. Well, with this be a 22-point ball game.
A little too close.
It said, find your helmet. You're going, hey, put the pads back on.
Yeah. Put the strap, tight the ankles.
He was enjoying orange slices and
a little Gatorade.
Yeah. So Calvert going to drop back. Goes to the far sideline. Gandy Golden in there as well. Makes the grab, makes a man miss. Now the stiff arm. And is knocked out of bounds at about the 24. And a flag down on the play. Flames close to a first down. Let's check out the penalty.
Oh, on Liberty.
Penalty is half the distance to the goal. The down counts Third down.
I couldn't hear who that was on, but it's going to back up the Flames.
Was it a holding call?
Looked like he said personal foul.
I thought the screen said hold. I thought it was a personal foul or holding.
Well, you can hear Hugh Freeze there with the field mic saying it happened after the play, so it should be marked off after the play. But that's not what the official said initially. And by the way, we got a Maine player down on the turf as he's injured right now. That is Rich Carr, who has the interception tonight. See if we can see what happened. They say it's on Zach Fouts, the tight end, who's getting pushed in the backfield there. Didn't see a lot there.
So when the dust settles, it's 3rd and 13.
That's what you need to know when it's all said and done.
Yeah. Could have been big. All right. Come on. Let's play a little football.
There we go. 3rd and long. All of a sudden, this Black Bears defense saying, let's get the ball back. Who knows what might happen. Calvert steps into one and sails it wide of the target, looking for DJ Stubbs.
They got to stop.
So here we go.
They got to stop.
14:29 to go in the ball game. Things might be getting a little interesting.
Well, let's see. Don't jump the gun yet. Let's see.
Yeah, this is the first time we're going to see Flames punter Aiden Alvis.
And I know that disappoints you a little bit, Matt, because that's your guy.
I like Aiden. He's had a great season. He had his feet up, just relaxing tonight.
You're going to get his hammies loose.
It's his foot into one. Fair catch called for and made at about the 45. So Maine will take it over as we get another flag down on the play.
More flags.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Receiving team, number 88. 15-yard penalty, first down.
And now it's Nick Charlton's turn to be upset.
I mean, this is just so...
Neither coach real happy right now. Still a long way to go. 14:22 to play in this one.
The world's never gotten enough of it. So, we proudly bring you more of it. The new 911. Timeless machine.
The 2020 models have begun to arrive at Peppa's Toyota, so the 2019s have been dramatically reduced. During our model year-end sale, drive a 2019 Camry, only $229 a month, or a 2019 RAV4, just $229 a month, only at your #1 volume Toyota dealer in St. Louis. Get Peppa's protection, 10-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Don't miss model year-end pricing. Peppa's Toyota leads the way. Online at peppastoyota.com.
Here's a question. How can something like floor mats help improve your business? How can this give your employees more confidence to do that? How can safety glasses make your company more productive? And how can the way you look change the way customers see you? For over 1 million companies, the answer is simple. Cintas. So to help keep your business well-equipped, clean, and looking its best, get Cintas. And get ready for the workday. .52-30, Liberty on top of Maine. A little under 14 and a half to go in this ball game. We'll
We'll be in the Vine Center all season long for Liberty Flames basketball. See the defending A-Sun champs and celebrate the final season of Flames Hoops in the Vine Center. Season tickets starting as low as $85. Flames open the season at home against in-state rival Radford on November 8th. That's going to be a good one. Get your season tickets and game day info at lubasketball.com. Uh-oh, look out. Electric Ernie going to send it deep down the field, and it is incomplete. Looking for Jaquan Blair, and that is the first incompletion for Ernie Edwards all season long. And I'll tell you what, on the move, he put that one in a pretty good spot.
You know, there's one, this was a really good throw by Electric Ernie. Two, this is a really good job in coverage by the Liberty Flames, not taking the bait.
Yeah, that's Chris Meganson in coverage. So 2nd and 10. Flames showing some pressure. Now they throw it up and dropped it right in. Well placed to Andre Miller. And here come the Black Bears.
A little tempo. Bears need to give a little tempo.
Suddenly, Joe Pignano starting to get some rhythm. He's up over 250 yards passing in the ball game. Has some time, gonna try to go back. And again, completes it. Andre Miller on the reception. Back-to-back catches for the junior. And this offense is gaining momentum and moving deeper into Flames territory.
You know what I really liked about Fiano right there, he goes to the wide side of the field, takes a look at it, realizes there's nothing there, comes back to the short side, puts a nice throw in.
Again with time, now is running out, and he's going to take off. Pignano has some room and just, I think he wasn't sure which way he wanted to cut off that block. So instead he just ran right into the back of Jaquan Blair. He could have picked left, he could have picked right.
He picked back.
And
right in the back.
Yeah, we'll just we'll sit here.
Is that a slide? I don't know what we're gonna call it, a slide. But a good scramble right up the middle, first down.
Maine has now outgained Liberty in this ball game, 427 to 421. Pignano under center. It's Patrick in the backfield. Play action. He's going to roll to his right. Has a man. Caught. Edwards in the end zone. Touchdown. Maine is surging. For the folks that decided to call it a night early here. And folks here in Lynchburg getting a little bit nervous as Maine cutting into that Flames lead. That's the look of nervousness right there.
Hey there, we apologize for having some audio and technical difficulties at this time. Matt Warner and Joe Yako will be back with you as soon as possible. But right now, the Maine Black Bears surging here in the 4th quarter. And things are getting a little bit dicey, guys. Kickoff will ensue here in just a moment. Shadro Lewis has had a quality night throughout this game. One kickoff return for a touchdown. I believe we have Matt and Joe back.
Yeah, thanks, Rhett.
Appreciate that, Rhett.
Appreciate you stepping in there. Yeah. A little squib kick here once again. This one is going to be scooped up by Frankie Hickson. He's had a lot of success in his career returning kicks and gives the Flames good field position with that return.
Yeah, if you're gonna squib kick, don't squib kick to Frankie Hickson. He's a prolific returner in Liberty history.
So the Flames will have good field position. And may get a little bit better. It was offsides was called on Maine. So Liberty will get it up at their own 46. So all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. Buckshot Calvert.
Man, there's 12,
back out there.
12:47 left in this game.
A lifetime to go. Flames, play action. Calvert rolling, dumps it off. That's Zach Fouts, the tight end. Coming near side, cutting it up, making a man miss. Fouts not usually known as elusive. How about that? Turned it upfield. He was looking to break off a big chunk of yardage there. The Flames have utilized him a lot more in recent weeks.
Yeah, Fouts is a big man. He's a big burly man, but he is sneaky athletic.
He had a touchdown against New Mexico State a couple of weeks ago. So first down. We said Buckshot was done for the night and wouldn't break the Liberty passing record. Hold the phone. He's getting close.
Yeah, what are we down to on that?
17 yards, I believe.
17? Buckshot.
So Josh Woodrum is watching somewhere. This might be the night. Woodrum, great quarterback in Flames history. Recent history.
Josh Woodrum has his thumbs ready on the text message button. Get ready to get the correct congratulations. It's coming here. Josh, get ready to hit send.
2nd and 10. Calvert gonna swing it out. Whoa, look out. AGG makes a man miss and then picks up about 15. Well, you wonder sometimes, boy, he's big, he's strong. Yeah, sometimes you forget about that. He is quick, too, for his size.
That is the two parts of his game that he has developed from junior to senior year. Route running and increased his speed.
Buckshot taking a shot. Is it caught? No, broken up, looking for Noah Frith.
Trying to go back to Noah Frith, the same play they ran at the beginning of the game for a touchdown. Went right back to it again, but wasn't able to hold on that time.
By the way, on that last completion for Buckshot, he got just what he needed.
Did he?
Now 336 yards passing. He has become, well, he really already had the touchdown record, but now more passing yards than any other Flame in history.
Congratulations to Buckshot and his family. And Josh, go ahead and press that send button.
3rd and long now. Calvert stands in the pocket, fires a little bit behind the intended receiver, Frith. He couldn't haul it in, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Yeah, the scoreboard has it. It's 4th down, but it is, in fact, 3rd down for the Flames. So there you go.
There it is.
The night for Buckshot. He has had a lot of great prolific nights in a Flames uniform. Right, just one more to add to the list. Looking for more here. Caught by Shaw. He dives for the end zone and he's in. Well, Kevin Shaw was the one guy who hadn't caught one tonight. He gets a much needed touchdown here late.
Kevin Shaw did a really, really nice job on running his corner route right there. He was able to stick the defensive back to the inside. DB was playing inside leverage. Go back to the corner. Buckshot, as usual, delivers a strike. Touchdown Flames.
11 different receivers Buckshot is connected with tonight. As the extra point is up and through.
Well, that's how you answer a run.
You didn't think you would need more in this ball game? You didn't think you would need more offense? They in fact did, and when they needed it, Buckshot and company were up to the task.
The world's never gotten enough of it. So, we proudly bring you more of it. The new 911. Timeless machine.
The 2020 models have begun to arrive at Peppa's Toyota, so the 2019s have been dramatically reduced. During our model year-end sale, drive a 2019 Camry, only $229 a month, or a 2019 RAV4, just $229 a month, only at your #1 volume Toyota dealer in St. Louis. Get Peppa's protection, 10-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Don't miss model year-end pricing. Peppa's Toyota leads the way. Online at peppastoyota.com.
How can something like floor mats help improve your business? How can this give your employees more confidence to do that? For over 1 million companies, the answer is simple. Cintas. Get Cintas and get ready for the workday.
There's no blood test for adversity. It's the hardships we face that truly give us courage to do the right thing, even when it's the hard thing. It's what we do every day.
Is that...
Quesadillas? Gordon Ramsay, handing out samples. Seems like just an okay use of your culinary talents, dude.
Yeah, it is, smart guy. Almost like having a brand new iPhone, but not pairing it with AT&T.
That's true, Gordon Ramsay.
Hey, fingers! It's not a buffet. Use the cocktail stick.
The cocktail
Sorry,
stick.
Get the most from your amazing new iPhone 11 Pro on AT&T, America's fastest network for iPhones. More for your thing. That's our thing.
Waffles. Nice choice. Feed the whole team with Hampton by Hilton's newly reimagined free hot breakfast. Hampton by Hilton. College football stays here.
Well, you're going to get a workout tonight if you're doing push-ups after every score. Joe, you typically do that in the booth, just
stay loose. Just stay loose. But you know, when Hugh Freeze got hired, and one of his first orders of business was to, you need 4 push-up guys. Okay, you got a first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and your fourth guy.
Closer.
Yeah, your closer. He's not a big tough guy. He's got to be long and lean. And then you need guys like that right there. That's good.
That's right. Pick me a winner, Bobby.
I think that kid just made my all everything, T, because he not only just picked his nose, I think he wiped it on his buddy's shoulder. That was a thing of pure beauty. With the scarf wrapped around his neck, kid, you come over to my house and play anytime.
That was great. Shut it down.
Just shut it down.
Yeah.
I hope that kid's parents see that. Look at him. Look at him. There he is.
That's awesome.
Boss. Going to the ball game with his dad.
At the ball game. No
ball
doubt
game with his dad. I hope that's his brother. Yeah. If you wipe the booger on your brother's shoulder. I'll give you a good story, Matt. You want to hear a good story?
I don't know if I do.
Good.
Yeah.
No, this is good. I was going to UNC game with my 2 boys, right?
Yeah.
And after the game was over, we were walking down the path, and they had the sprinkler going. And my one son pushed the other one into the sprinkler, and he got hammered. And the guy behind us yelled, "You were awesome, man!" It was beautiful.
Well, Maine still trying to hang around in this one after that last Flames score. Mignano drops one off to Blair. He's able to get first down yardage. Listen, Joe Fignano, it's all said and done, his stat line,
outstanding.
It is outstanding. It's going to get even better as they continue to sling it. He's over 300 yards passing on the night. 4 touchdowns.
Bears' issue is not on offense.
No, he has really, really been impressive, and certainly you hope you get Ferguson back at some point here in the next couple of weeks. But if not, you seem to have a young kid that is up to the challenge. Climbing in the pocket, wrapped up, and they will get him down to the turf for a loss of about 1. Looks like Ralph Rooson's one of the guys there. He was our player to watch for the Flames coming in. The big kid out of Latvia.
He's an international superstar.
That's right. One of the only Latvian, first Latvian to ever play Division I football. And we asked him, like, are there any other guys? He's like, nah, I don't really think so.
And he really didn't start playing football. When you say start playing, Matt? Just a couple of years ago, I think.
Yeah. Oh, great catch. That's Emmanuel Reed coming out of the backfield, a little bobble, but able to snag it. Going back to Ralph Roosens, he said, somebody asked him, when did you start playing football? 12, 15. It's like, well, I played on like this kind of like just for fun team. For like a couple of games just because I thought it'd be funny. It's like, I didn't really learn to play football until I came here to Liberty. Somebody had seen him in a camp, big body, and they're like, yeah, boy, we need to get you over fantasy football. And he's continuing to grow as a player here in this Flame system. And that's dangerous. There's Fignano trying to throw it as they were getting into the turf. Flag comes in as well.
Yeah, you're gonna have a high-low block right here. The other player came in for Maine, and while he's engaged on the Liberty defensive end,
that was
down at
Reed
his knees.
getting Lemonnier down around the knees.
There's no foul for intentional grounding. The quarterback was outside the pocket. Did get the ball past the line of scrimmage. However, personal foul, chop block, offense. 2 players, combination of a high-low block. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Well, I like how he did that. There's no penalty for this. So
Yeah.
the fan, however, he gave kind of that Stephen A. Smith, however, and then he dropped the hammer on him.
I think that's the first call I've gotten right.
Yeah.
This game, Matt.
Congrats.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Let's end on a good one.
Yeah.
So 1st and 25. Oh boy, that one was nearly picked off.
There's something here.
Blair bringing it around, reversing field, and drugged down from behind after a nice pickup.
Elijah Benton, I believe that was, wasn't it?
That's right, Benton getting to him and saving what could have been a big play.
You know, we were looking earlier at Jesse. I think it was Jesse Lemonnier or Salma Jai and the active leader tackle. And that guy right there, Elijah Benton, may be considered the best tackler on Liberty's defense.
You know, and he is always underrated, it seems. You know, I know he was a walk-on, and he has really come on as his career has progressed, but probably doesn't get nearly as much of press as he deserves. Yano steps back, now fires it deep downfield in the double coverage and still nearly caught. Edwards had a shot at that one, couldn't haul it in.
I'll tell you what, that was another really, really good throw. They're playing 2-man right there. The safety was coming over the top, so like you said, it turned into a double coverage, and Fiano almost dropped that thing dropped a dime in there. That was a really, really good throw. These are the plays, though, they need to make downfield when they have the opportunities, as time is running out on the Bears right now.
If you were just a casual fan that showed up and didn't know anything about Maine's quarterback situation,
yeah,
say,
this is the guy.
Yeah, that guy, this kid looks like a vet. Free play here, takes a shot downfield, he's got a man and is caught. What a throw as he hooks up with Devin Young down the field. It looked like Lemonnier was the one that came across the line early.
I mean, you're watching this kid's confidence soar. It's like he
Offside,
is
defense, number 11. Penalties decline, plays accepted, first down.
Here's another look at that throw. You see Lemonnier coming across. Heady play, knew he had a free shot, took it and dropped it in there perfectly.
Yeah, he's throwing the ball into some tight windows. He's finally realizing, like, hey, I can play this college football game and I can be pretty darn good at it. So good job.
Handoff now. That's Reed. He's able to get 6 or 7, and a flag comes in. A lot of penalties here in this ball game. That's
number 2, 10-yard penalty.
Too many flags.
9 penalties now going against Maine.
I like all these flags.
It does seem like, and I don't know if it's just been here the last couple of weeks around college and pro football, but
that's a whole.
This day and age, it seems like we see more penalties than we ever have before.
Well, the NFL's awful.
Yeah.
The NFL's, I'm going to say it right now, Matt, I'm going on the record.
Okay. Well,
NFL refs are out of control.
Okay.
I mean, it's a flag fest.
We'll pass that along.
Yeah, talk to the commissioner. You're good friends with him.
Yeah, I'll
let him know.
Raj.
Let him know what I said.
Text Raj. 1st and 17.
Text Raj.
Yano. Now that one deflected. And looks like that was Latch Benton. Right on cue. Just talking him up a little bit. Got a hand on that one to break it up. Talk about the night Fignano has had. Chris Edwards, 6 receptions, 127 yards. You see that stat there, 7th all-time in Maine history. Explosive player, however he gets his hands on the ball. Running, throwing, catching.
He can do it all.
Turning.
I mean, when they were in middle school and they're picking backyard football teams, he's first pick every time.
Fignano. Nice hit. Big hit. That's Keitrell Clark coming in and dropping Devin Young. Talk about Keitrell. He's just 5'10", 160.
He's a little guy.
He doesn't play like that.
No. Hit you, toughness, has a little chip on his shoulder. Can cover well, good man-to-man cover guy. His future is bright.
3rd and 11 for the Black Bears. Folks still in attendance. Trying to get behind this defense. Yano runs out of time and dropped. Jayon Sanders got into the backfield, and at that point it was who wants to take it. There was about 3 Flames standing around him.
See, that's a little bit of the being able to mature some more for Fiano. He had the opportunity to get the ball out of his hand, get it out to Jaquan Blair early, get into his hands 5 yards down the field. Hopefully tackles miss and be able to make somebody miss and get that first down, but he just held it a little bit too long.
So 4th and long now. You really have no choice but to go for it. Calling it 4th and 14. Fiano has some time, now throws on the move, and a little bit behind his receiver who couldn't haul it in. That was Jacob Hinney. So Liberty will get the ball back. Here's the upcoming schedule for the Flames. After tonight, they go on the road for their next 4. Rutgers, UMass, BYU, Virginia. And there's the FPI, ESPN's win projection. They got their number crunchers that figure all this stuff out. They've got Liberty at almost a 60% favorite to win that game against Rutgers. Now, Rutgers is just awful. And they lost today. That's probably putting it nicely.
Yeah.
They lost today to Minnesota 42-7. They're now 1-6 on the year.
Ouch.
And it's been rough going for them. Their coach got fired. It's just, things aren't going well there for the Scarlet Knights. Run coming near side for Liberty. That's Frankie Hickson. Look out. Across midfield. Continues to have a solid night. Looking at Rutgers, actually, as we talked about that, they have now gone 5 of their 7 games. No, 6 of their 7 games. They've scored 7 or fewer points. They've lost 6 straight.
That's a double out.
Their only win was a blowout win over UMass, who, as you saw, Liberty also plays later this season. So the talk has become, boy, does Liberty have a shot really to make their first bowl game? Yeah. I think
staring 8 in the face.
It is out there for sure. And
staring 8 wins in the face.
They have a great shot to get 8. The offense playing the way it did tonight, you say, man, maybe they could spring an upset in one of those other games, a BYU or Virginia, that people think are, well, not going to get that one, but if maybe you get this one, they have a chance to make things interesting.
Yeah, if you have the opportunity, look at those BYU and the Virginia game. Virginia, I believe, put the smackdown on Duke today, didn't they?
They looked impressive, and
which is a little bit surprising. But Virginia game is going to be tough. But is there a shot? Is there a shot, Matt, at that BYU game? It's in Provo, Utah.
It is beautiful there this time of year.
Yes, it is a beautiful place. But do you think? What do you think? Is there? What was the win percentage? Is that the 11% one? That's not much.
I know they had their quarterback get injured recently, so not sure what his situation will be by the time Liberty goes out there. Oh, look out, Troy Anderson. I don't. There's times to try to hurdle a guy.
Yeah, it was a side hurdle.
Yeah, I don't think that was it.
Yeah. A side hurdle is usually not an effective football move.
So under 5 minutes to go in this ball game. So next week, Liberty goes on the road at Rutgers. I believe that game was scheduled for a noon kick. And that'll be an interesting one. As Calvert, look out. The last thing you want is that ball actually came out and still loose and finally covered up. I'm just going to say the last thing you want is to get your quarterback killed, and I'm a little even surprised they're passing in this situation.
So it's definitely now time to get Buckshot out of the game.
So a pass rush coming off the edge.
Another non-fumble recovery for the Bears.
True. That is true. That was Max Roberts getting there for the sack. So now this will come in to punt it away. The Flames now just trying to get out of here. Not anybody getting hurt in the last 4 minutes. Pressure. Alvis takes a little bump. Oh, flag does come in. Why not? As the fair catch is called for at the 9. I mean, you got a chance to throw it.
Running into the kicker. 5-yard penalty.
So Alvis hasn't gotten a lot of work tonight, but he's been good in his couple of opportunities. Dropped that one down inside the 20.
See Aiden right here. Let's see this. with his foot.
Now we're going to get a conversation.
Have another conversation. All right, Matt.
Yeah, give me something.
I'll tell you what. No, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
You give me
Running
something.
into the kicker, defense number 88. The penalties declined. The plays accepted. First down. Timeout.
Oh, we're going timeout. Are we going to breaking? You're lucky. You got out of this one.
Okay.
You better be ready when we come back.
Looking forward to what's coming next.
Did you start the car?
Uh-huh.
Go, 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 go.
Lock it, find it, start it. From anywhere with Remote Connect.
The world's never gotten enough of it. So, we proudly bring you more of it. The new 911. Timeless machine.
Wake up. There's a lot that needs to get done today. Small things, big things, too hard to do alone things. Day after day, you need to get it all done. And here to listen and help you through it all is Bank of America, with the expertise and know-how you need to reach that blissful state of doneness. So let's get after it. What would you like the power to do?
There's no blood test for adversity. It's the hardships we face that truly give us courage to do the right thing, even when it's the hard thing. It's what we do every day.
Did you know you can get unlimited talk and text on America's best 4G LTE networks for $20?
Unlimited talk?
I like that because on Sundays, you know I got to talk to Mama. Then on
This is your wake-up call, people. The new TracFone Wireless. Now you're in control.
Well, the last time Liberty beat a CAA opponent before tonight, you got to take it all the way back to 2014, one of the biggest wins in program history. A playoff victory on the road over James Madison. That one, there's the deuce caboose, DJ Abner, who filled in admirably that year for our boy Des Rice, who was out with a knee injury. Josh Woodrum, who we've talked about a lot tonight. Turner Gill led the boys to a big win over JMU, moving on to the second round of the playoffs. They would eventually fall that year to Villanova. But a great season for the Flames, and last time they defeated a CAA team, they're trying to snap that little streak tonight. And here come Black Bears, still continuing to scrap and claw as that completion. Moving the ball out to around the 35. Devin Young on the reception, and we're moving now. I believe we just went over 1,000 combined yards in the game.
Wow.
Between these two.
Oh, he's got it.
Down the middle, and is that one caught? It is. Took a little time to decide. That one is snagged there.
He had the back out. He had the back out of the backfield for on a wheel route. Fitzpatrick came out of the backfield. A wheel route was 10 yards behind everybody. Didn't see him. Would have been a walk-in touchdown.
So under 3 minutes to go now as we get a whistle, and we're going to get a timeout. Looks like by the Flames. So 2:52 to go. Talk about those upcoming opponents for Liberty. We will take a look at what some of those teams did this week. Minnesota, we mentioned, took it to Rutgers today. Minnesota 7-0, by the way.
The ruling on the field was a completed catch.
Oh, good. They're going to review that catch, by the way. Just want to make sure we got that in. Boise State and BYU play later tonight.
Liberty is not charged
and Virginia, yeah, took it to Duke today, 48-14.
Yeah, interested to watch that 10-15 tonight. Might be able to catch the first half of that game before I nod off tonight, Matt. at BYU versus Boise State. Boise State ranked 14th in the country. See how that one turns out. We're in review. It's review time.
We've had a number. I don't know. I've lost track if it's 5 or 6 reviews we've had tonight.
It's in between his legs. Let's see it right here.
You know what?
Caught it.
I think he caught it. That's incredible. If he
never touched the ground, went off his leg.
It's even more incredible the fact that we're willing to go out on a limb with our record tonight.
We
make
just
a
keep
prediction.
Fighting.
Yeah,
you just keep fighting. You keep showing
shoot
up.
Or shoot.
Yeah,
it's
just
100% of the shots you don't take.
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, so what? We've had a little rough night with a couple of our calls, but you know what?
You gotta shoot your way out of it sometimes.
Yeah. Play defense, give a touchdown. What are you supposed to do? Stop playing.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
Let's go.
Oh,
yeah. Exactly what I thought. Yeah. Incomplete. Yeah. Clear as day. Now we got to the bottom of that. 2:52 to go. Yeah, we don't have. Remember, we don't have a home game here at Williams Stadium now for a while. We saw 4 games on the road as we get the highly anticipated call.
The receiver dropped the ball, therefore it's an incomplete pass. It will be 2nd down and 10 at the 48-yard line. The clock is correct, and we'll start on the snap.
New Mexico State, last game of the year, the final home game on the schedule for the Flames. That's on November 30th. So we're really going to find something out about this Liberty team over these next, I guess it's 5 weeks, 4 games in 5 weeks. And just how tough they are mentally as they hit the road. Important that they got a road win under their belt already here a couple of weeks ago at New Mexico State.
I mean, this is the stretch. This is the stretch where the season is going to be made. You know, getting the opportunity to go to Rutgers, have a real good chance of winning that game. Can you be in? You have the weapons to be competitive with the Virginia football team, and you go into BYU and maybe shake some things up. Is there something there? And then New Mexico State, UMass, you should should be able to take care of business there. And then New Mexico State could be the last game of the season. Will be the last game of the season before the opportunity to play in a bowl game, so you can be in a position to win 8 or 9 games.
Pretty incredible for first year for Hugh Freeze, and the way this season started 0-2. Everybody was, boy, do they need to change quarterbacks? Are they going to win 3 games? And then boom, it all turned around quick.
Yeah, and you talked about it, Matt, and before as when we've been talking, the Buffalo game was a turning point in Liberty's season, starting 0-2, and then being able to get Buffalo at home here and come away with the victory was a big win for them.
Now, the defense that we were praising so much coming into this game, they haven't had a stellar night.
No, they scored a lot of points, but
take a look at what they've given up tonight.
Woo.
Over 400 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. So Scott Simons, they have a little humbling to do here this next week.
Yeah, boys will show up back at practice, try to get better. But you got to give credit to Maine, and you have to give credit to their offense. Defensively, they have not played very well. They haven't been able to stop the athletes that Liberty has. But offensively, a young quarterback coming in as a freshman on his first start to be able to gain confidence throughout the game, and you can feel that he's really settled in.
And if you're Maine, your next ball game comes next week. They return for
Correction,
homecoming.
it will be 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Boy, I'm telling you what, this has been a rough night for the fellas in stripes.
Yeah.
But they return for homecoming. They'll host William and Mary next week. And despite the scoreboard not ending up in their favor here this evening, you got to think there's something to build on, maybe some confidence with this group as a whole with what they've seen from their true freshman quarterback. That's going to draw a flag.
I was wondering.
Seneca Espinoza had an arm around Jaquan Blair. Liberty with this will be their 7th
pass interference
penalty.
Defense number 6, automatic first down.
Espinoza Didn't play in that game against New Mexico State a couple of weeks ago. We're going to see him back out there as he's had a really good season for this Flames defense.
Matt, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
So with Vignano playing quarterback now with the red shirt rules, if Ferguson was to come back, would he still be eligible for a red shirt?
Yeah, as long as he doesn't.
Is it 4 games?
4 or less. Yeah.
Interesting.
If you can buy a year.
I mean, you'd love to be able to see him get some experience and then still.
Well, that's the beauty of that rule, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not necessarily just for this purpose, for an injury, but to be able to get a guy some reps, see what you have, him to figure kind of out how he fits. As you get a look there at Chris Ferguson, who no doubt is itching to get back out there. That pass completed. Miller on the reception, and he stayed inbound, so that clock will continue to move as it ticks down to 2 minutes. But either way, the future beyond Chris Ferguson, very bright.
Very bright.
And while they're about to drop to 2-5, they are going to give some people fits, I think, down the stretch of this season. And off, Fitzpatrick keeps his balance and gets a first down, and here comes a flag. So a flag on the tackle. It looked like that was Micah Glaze, the freshman safety, who made the tackle, and you have to think maybe with the flag coming in, if he might have led with the
Personal
helmet.
foul, targeting, defense, number 28, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. The
there's a
previous
look.
play is under further review.
And we'll get another review. As Glaze, if he is in fact called for this penalty, will miss the first half of the next ball game. Glaze, a freshman who's shown some things this year in I'll call it limited playing time. He's shown to be a hard hitter from that safety position. Well, whoever the replay official is, that guy has earned his money tonight. I need to start keeping track of how many reviews we have. It's now, I gotta think it's 9 or 10.
What's this one? Is this targeting or not targeting? Give me the call on this one. Is a little dip?
I think. I mean, it's tough. You know, there was contact with the crown of the helmet, but it was kind of a glancing blow as both guys were going down towards the ground.
Yeah, there's your guys right there.
What if we saw him just? What if we were watching him just saw him flip a coin right now? Would that? Would that surprise anybody? You just see him go heads or tails. Yeah. But no, those guys do a great job there, trying to sort it all out.
Yeah.
He definitely lowers the head. He didn't make a ton of contact.
Yeah, I have a hard time with this one if they're gonna suspend this. But yet at the same time, they're trying to protect the kids and the players. And
Bajor Wilson was ejected for targeting back in the first half of this ball game. His was a little more clear cut.
yeah, I think they're going to probably uphold this. But we're swinging at what?
Yeah.
I think we got 1, 2 right. I'm lumping in you with me.
Yeah. Combined score.
I'm lumping you in with me. That's probably not very fair to you, in all honesty, Matt. You know, I've been on a little bit of a bad run here, but you know, misery loves company.
Looks like we may have finally got a decision.
Yes, we got a call.
After further review, there is no targeting on the play. It will be third down.
Got that one wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm thankful we got that one
you
wrong.
Know what? You are consistent.
No, I said we.
You are.
I said we got that one wrong. Okay. Partner.
So Micah Glaze will remain out there. Third and was going to be about 32. No, they're going to give him the first down. So Clock running down towards a minute and a half. Throw to the sidelines. Throw caught, and he got out of bounds. Nice throw and catch. Completion made to Devin Young. As Joe Fignano, I mean, this kid is having a career day.
Back shoulder fade right there. Textbook. That's how you practice it. That's how
and that one tight.
Guess what?
No,
Guess what?
flag.
Yeah, flag.
I mean, really, this is
Holding defense, number 6. Penalty results in an automatic first down.
That's Seneca Espinoza. He's had a couple flags here on this drive.
I mean, Maine scores here, right here, Matt. We got ourselves a good old-fashioned arena football score.
It's true.
The Davenport Barnstormers, 59. The Minnesota Pike.
Yeah.
44.
Yano, the pressure, now rolling out, still looking downfield, and throws that one, falls incomplete. So 1:22 to go. Fignano up to 435 yards passing.
That's a lot of passing.
It is. .172 combined penalty yards in this game. Go along with over 1,000 yards of offense. Fignano rolling, firing, complete.
Good tackle.
Good tackle in space. That's Seneca Espinoza making up for a couple of penalties earlier in this drive. Gets Blair to the ground. Clock continues to run. Maine in no hurry. Trying to end this ball game on a little bit of an uptick. Fignano throwing. What a strike. Found Jaquan Blair across the middle. 5th touchdown pass of the game for Joe Fignano. How do you follow that up? You're a true freshman. You come in first game, first start.
Yeah.
Go for about 450 and 5 touchdowns. That's most guys play their whole career hoping for a night like that. You just do it your first time out.
First time freshman year, like you said, puts a strike right in there. This young man is going to win a lot of football games for the Maine Bears. I know right now the fans back home a little bit frustrated, players frustrated, but the future is bright for Maine football. You know, when Ferguson comes back, him as a leader of the team in senior year, and then next year, Smoking Joe.
That's right.
I mean, we got nicknames. I mean, we got to be responsible for this young man's nickname.
3 Maine receivers have gone over 100 yards receiving tonight, and Jaquan Blair is at 99 yards. So I mean, wow, those 4 guys have had themselves a night. Only 5 receivers have caught passes.
I like Smoking Joe.
That's pretty good.
I mean, I think it's simple and it's true.
We'll check back in a couple of years and see if
see if it sticks. I mean, you can make preseason posters with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Matt, we can
You're
go
doing
a lot.
the marketing team's job.
Yeah, we can do a lot.
Yeah.
You go to Maine, you can go a lot of directions with Smoking Joe.
So 46 seconds to go. Hands team up there for the Flames. This Maine team already recovered an onside kick once tonight. Here it comes. The mouse they're looking for, and it's caught by Seneca Espinoza. He wants more. He's running and carrying a pile down inside the 25.
That looks like AGG right there. Oh,
and flag. Couldn't get out of that without a flag. Let's see, we've still got a shot to get to 20 penalties combined on the night.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, kicking team number 15. That penalty is added on to the end of the play. First down.
Goodness.
So that is Origin Charles, the tight end, gets the penalty. That's penalty number 10 for 100 yards on Maine tonight. So the Flames will just take a knee and get out of here with a win. It ended up being a little more difficult than they thought it would be.
Yeah, you wake up tomorrow morning, open up the newspaper, 59-44, and wow, must have been a heck of a game.
I'll tell you this, score 59 points, but I imagine these players aren't going to want to face that guy when they get in the locker room, because Hugh Freeze is not going to be pleased with what he saw tonight. Lack of discipline at times, some sloppy play defensively. He said, he's the guy that always says, you celebrate every win.
Yep.
This celebration is going to be a little shorter than most.
They'll tighten it up, but they'll still celebrate.
So the Flames win their 5th straight game. They move to 5-2 on the season, and they will head to Rutgers next week and try to make it 6 straight. So for Joe Young and Melanie Newman, I'm Matt Warner saying so long from Lynchburg, Virginia, where the final score is Liberty 59, Maine 44. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN. Have a great night, everybody.